Buenos nachos and welcome to Countdown to Kickoff. I'm your host, Chris Dodson. Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by our friends at RealtyMartUSA.com. Check them out with some great listings. They take care of everything from residential to land, agricultural. Heck, they even do industrial and commercial for you. Check them out at RealtyMartUSA.com. Well, last week was a lot of fun. There were some great blowouts, of course. There were some great matchups. We got some highlights. We got scores, the whole works, right after this.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Now let's get into the scores.
Let's get into last week's scores and more. Out of the 4A1, Berryville and Greenland. Greenland coming away slight victory in this one, 14-7. Elkins showing its dominance, 51-10 against Clarksville. Gentry and Quitman. High-scoring game. It's almost like an arena game, 63-40. Prairie Grove makes short work out of Gravette, 44-22. Ozark, 28 against Charleston, 7. Not going to get that one done. Lincoln, surprise game here. 3-point victor, 45-42 against Mena. And then Pea Ridge, just pouring it on Huntsville. Unfortunately, Huntsville's just not having the best year, and it's 46-8. Get into the standings here. As you can see, Elkins up on top, followed by Lincoln, Gentry, Ozark, Berryville, Green Forest, Gravette, and Huntsville. This week is a kind of a short week. Everybody's on bye weeks, and it's going to be Cedarville at Green Forest. That's going to be live on the Southern Sports Network, and Berryville at Magazine. Jumping into the 5A West scores last week, Alma and Prairie. Alma getting it done, 35-0. Clarksville and Elkins. Of course, we saw that one earlier, 51-10. Pea Ridge pouring it on to Huntsville again. Shiloh Christian taking care of Victory Christian in Oklahoma, 67-22. Dardanelle taking care of House, 35-20. And Farmington just not having the best of years here, loses 38-3. Batesville and Harrison. Harrison's just showing dominance, 55-10. And then Prairie Grove, as we saw in the earlier graphic, 44-22. Get into this week's standings. Pea Ridge up on top, followed by Prairie Grove, Shiloh Christian, Alma, Dardanelle, Harrison, Farmington, and Clarksville. Getting into this week's matchups, another short week, of course. Shiloh Christian at Lincoln Christian, the battle of the Christian schools. Prairie Grove at Metro Christian, that one's going to be live again on the Southern Sports Network.
Now off to Prairie Grove, where the Gravette Lions taking on the PG Tigers. On the first Tigers drive, Luke Vance hands off to Joseph Sims for a 5-yard pile drive into the end zone. 8-0 PG. Second verse, same as the first. This time, Vance hands off to Jace Edwards on the sweep. Right in. 16-0 PG. After the 2-point conversion is successful. Into the second quarter, Cameron Badwell, gets this one taken away by Connor Hubbs for this pick six. 24-0 PG. And early in the fourth, Lions making a mounting comeback. Bedwell to Caden Brown for the touchdown. 22-32 Tigers. But the final nail in the coffin comes, as you guessed it, Connor Hubbs finds a huge hole big enough for a Mack truck to drive through. And it's off to the races. And that's all she wrote. Your final score, 22-44 PG Tigers.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done. including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
And welcome back to the Round the Table segment here at the Southern Sports Network on Countdown to Kickoff. I'm joined here by Stephen Blackiston, our own Stephen Blackiston. Of course, head play-by-play in the Southern Sports Network. And Zach Arns at 99.5 ESPN Radio. Catch their show every day. Catch them on Twitter also. They have a lot of fun times of polls and questions and interactiveness and all. It's always a great time to see that. Guys, how are you guys doing this morning?
Great. Another weekend of high school football. Fall is finally in the air. It was 50 degrees when I woke up this morning.
Thank God. It's about time.
I know. I've had enough of the heat and stuff, so let's get into the stuff where we can wear hoodies. That's my time of year.
There you go. Hoodies and shorts. It's always a good combination this time of year.
Absolutely.
Well, to jump right into it, this week's topic. In recent years, the AAA has introduced a competitive equity factor for private schools that would really demote or promote based upon performance. If they're in the 2A, make it to state a couple years. Hey, let's move them up to 3A. It only makes sense. My question, though, is that should we introduce something, that same format, for both public and private schools? Stephen, what do you think?
It's a really interesting topic. I know, in the years that they've introduced competitive equity for private schools, you've seen schools like Shiloh Christian go up a classification. Pulaski Academy's gone up. I think, in the coming realignment phases, you're going to see Shiloh be a 6A school. Pulaski Academy probably be a 7A school. So it definitely, for the private schools, I think it's been a good benefit because of the fact that, they have some unfair advantages, we might say, in terms of player acquisition. But, it is difficult to see because, for the longest time, schools have always been, you're this big, so you're going to be a 7A school, or 6A school, 5A, so on and so forth. So I do think it might be good to keep them the way they are, maybe not to do a competitive equity factor, just purely for the fact that, you might get some schools that are really good in one particular part of the state, state Northwest Arkansas, for example, and these schools keep getting promoted, that the conferences, I can't imagine what they would look like, the driving, the toll on the players would be tough. And I understand, that it is necessary. It's a necessary evil. When you have a school like, for instance, a Huntsville, they've been kind of yo-yoing between 5A and 4A the last couple of cycles. And frankly, they're not really right now to the point where they could compete at a 5A level. They have a turnout more of maybe a smaller 4A to a bigger 3A school at the moment. And I remember their last cycle up to the 5A. I mean, they got absolutely murdered. I went to a game with my dad one time when they played Harrison. By the time we were late, and by the time we got from the car to the gate, Harrison already scored 2 touchdowns. So I do understand, the need to want to be as competitive as possible, but I also you have to weigh that with what the cost is of, because these are, they're kids, having to travel, great distances on a Friday night. You see that, I think, with the 6A West even right now, is where you have people like Silent Springs having to go all the way to Mountain Home or down to Greenwood, and there's this big coverage of a conference. And I just would fear that if that was something that was to go forward, that would be a big detriment to I think overall the player's ability and health as a student, in developing.
Fair enough. I could definitely understand that viewpoint. For those that don't quite understand the current format right now, it's really based upon the population of the school itself. So if you have a certain amount of students, that's what really regulates what classification that you're going to compete at. Zach, what's your take on this one?
Now, I can't speak to a lot of what goes on at the lower levels. I see it a lot in the 6A and the 7A, and I'll use Little Rock Catholic as an example. They cycled down into the 6A. They were a bottom half of the 7A Central School, and now they've jumped into 6A, and they're one of the better teams in the 6A now. I do it from a competitive standpoint, almost an English soccer style relegation and promotion. If you win the state title in 6A, you go up to the 7. If you finish last in your conference, you go down to the 6A, and you find your happy spot where you're not just competing, but you're competing against teams of similar styles. You mentioned school population. I'll use Rogers Heritage as an example. Rogers Heritage has a very large population at their school. But when 85 guys come out for football in the spring, and by the time football actually starts in the fall, you're talking about 50 or 45 guys. You can't compete with schools like Fayetteville who have 200 kids on their roster. It's not fair. I mean, there's just no way that a school like Rogers Heritage is going to year after year continue to compete. So if they can find their spot where they are competitive, and obviously, like Steven said, some travel is going to be involved, I think that would be better for the sport if the goal is for everything to be competitive. I think it'd be Greenwood compete in the 7A West against Bentonville and then ultimately the Bryants and the Conways. I think that would be a lot of fun. But you have to take into account a school like Siloam Springs, who's way up in the northwest corner of the state. They're in 6A. They've got a massive map to cover. They might be better served playing in a 5A. Down in the 5A West and playing schools like Farmington and Prairie Grove and Harrison, shorter trips. I don't know that there's a clean answer to this, but I think doing it based on competitiveness would certainly be a step in the right direction.
I happen to agree with that take. I like that take a lot. You know, you mentioned soccer leagues in Europe. They do it all the time. Mm-hmm. If you aren't to competitive, you're going to drop down. Gives you some time to redevelop, get competitive, come back up and play with the big boys. Fair enough. So,
I do think football needs to be treated as its own entity, simply because of the sheer numbers. Everybody can get 15 guys in basketball, but to get 85 or 90 guys in football is a lot different than getting 10 or 12 or 15. So I think it needs to be its own entity, and you can slide up and down that way. Sorry, to mean to cut you off.
Well, you cut me off because you were living in my head rent free on this one, because I was about to ask that same question. Is it just for football, or is it across the board for multiple sports? But we see right now, the way it's handled by AAA is that you could be 4A in football and 3A in basketball. So I guess that really answers that question. What do you do about the other sports?
Yeah, I remember another issue kind of with competitive equity in talking with some athletic directors over the last couple of years when they've introduced it is that other sports category. If you take football out of the equation, a lot of times in Arkansas, the girls and boys basketball games on the same night. So, do you keep those two separate for classifications, or how's that work? Because you have to add an extra night of officials, extra night of pay, and it kind of has to rework some schedules. But all in all, I do think just if you want to go from a pure competitive standpoint, yes, the competitive equity factor would be a necessity. 100% would be a necessity. I would love to see what like a 7A West, 7A Central would look like with the best teams in it year in and year out. But there isn't, there is some other factors that you have to weigh that, would be, important as well, in addition to the competitive side of it. And, it is definitely an interesting challenge. I know, other states like Texas, for instance, the solution that they've had is they just pull the private schools completely out of the equation and they compete in their own separate classification. And that one, I don't know necessarily maybe a perfect fit for the state of Arkansas just because they don't have the sheer quantity of private schools. Not to that point yet, but that could be something maybe down the road as the state continues to grow that might be addressed or might be talked about.
Well, those are two definitely big factors, travel and money. How much money can a school bring in for their athletic programs? We've known this in the past that some schools there are funded by the district and some are not. It's up to the athletic director to rake in all the money for all of the sports. You talk about your smaller schools, the 4A schools, the 3A schools. They're subject to that too. So there's big factors involved there. Hey, let's get into this week's pick'ems. And this is kind of fun because honestly, you guys have picked some really good ones, and let's just go ahead and talk about the win-loss factor. Zach, you were 1-4.
Yeah, let's call it what it is. It was bad. Call it what it was. It was terrible.
Well,
I was bad. It was week one. I wasn't awake. Okay, all right. Well, no, touche on that.
Steven, you were 6-4 for the season and really kicking some butt. So let's get into this week. Shiloh at Lincoln Christian. Now, I saw this one. And I came out of my skin because I've seen both teams. both teams are very competitive. And for those that don't know much about Lincoln Christian, they've been in 2A for the past several years, up until 2 years ago when they went to 3A, and people thought, hey, this will be the competitive edge, getting back into the competitive equity. No, they blew right through it. They were kicking butt in the playoffs, beating them teams 54-0. So Shiloh at Lincoln Christian, what do you think? I'm going to start with Steven on this one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so first I'd like to start. I would like a mulligan on my Shiloh's not the same Shiloh anymore pick from earlier in the year. I think Shiloh is still the same Shiloh as it turns out, and I think they'll get the victory out. Lincoln Christian is good, 100%. I do believe, Chris, they are moving up to, I think, 4A next year. Is that right?
They're going to be joining the 4A3 next year, with Catoosa and that whole district in class. So it'll be very interesting. I think it'll give Wagner a real somebody to really compete up against. I know those are going to be two prominent schools next year.
Certainly, yeah. But I still do think Shiloh is the team to beat in this matchup, regardless of what Lincoln will be classification-wise. They took it to Victory Christian, another private Christian school in Oklahoma last week. I think this is going to be more of the same. They're going to finish with a perfect non-conference record again. But I think it'll be a little bit closer than last week. I think Lincoln is definitely a good school, good program, but I do think Shiloh just has the ponies to make this one a bigger margin.
Zach?
Yeah, I agree. I think Bo Williams is one of the best players. If you haven't seen Bo.
You are looking live at Metro Christian High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma for tonight's contest between the Metro Christian Patriots and your Prairie Grove Tigers. I want to say hi again, but it's been almost a decade. Zach Arns, normally the voice of the Bulldogs, here subbing for my man Lynn Gregson, the two-time Hall of Famer. Got Ryan Cook alongside. Ryan, it's good to see you, man. It's been a while since we've been able to do this sort of thing here for Prairie Grove football.
It is, and really it's our first time together.
It is.
And so when you went to Springdale, Lynn started, begging anybody to hang out with him because you're about the only person that can put up with him. So he called me, and I was able to. My wife allowed me, so I've enjoyed your absence and being able to hang out with Lynn quite a bit. But this will be fun tonight.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be an interesting game. We got contrasting styles, obviously. Metro Christian's kind of a spread, throw it around kind of team. Prairie Grove, obviously, the wing team. Good contingent of PG folks have made it over this way. But I'm anticipating kind of a clash of styles here as these teams kind of feel each other out.
Yeah, last year we saw it for sure, where we ran the ball very effectively. We kept the ball on the ground. We scored. We kept it tight. They had quite a bit of a throwing game last year. And so when we played, we kept it pretty close. We made a couple mistakes. It changed the whole ball game. And then we were from behind and we were chasing. We don't chase as well. We like to be in front. We like to run the ball, control the clock. And so us chasing, it allowed them. Now we helped serve, but the couple mistakes really set the difference. This year's teams, they don't throw it as well as last year. They still do a really good job. We don't run it as well as last year. We still do a really good job. So it will be a clash of styles, but I enjoy coming over to Oklahoma, getting a little different football, a different place we've never been here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This team very much resembles Shiloh Christian, a team that's Prairie Grove will see later this season. Captains are out at midfield, Justin Briers, Asher Lynn for Prairie Grove, and we'll await the coin toss. But, in a way, a non-con game against a team that plays very similar to a team you're going to see later this year, certainly beneficial for the Tigers.
It is, and last year, we talked about for Metro and for us, we play Shiloh shortly thereafter, but they also played a Poto right before us that plays similar to us.
Exactly, yeah.
And that kind of prepared them, but it also kind of gave us a look to see what they were going to do against our wing team. They run a similar wing team Poto to us. That's our common opponent last year. It's our common opponent again this year. Metro lost to Poto. We lost barely to Poto in a scrimmage. So, that's not as common, but Poto's a very, very stiff opponent. So both of us struggled with him a little bit.
Prairie Grove's won the toss. They're going to elect to receive. Surprised?
No, not always. Not always. We kind of like to run the ball, set the tone, control the clock, and see what we can do. The problem is when we don't. And we got to run it away. We got bad field position from the start.
It is a beautiful night here in Tulsa. It's about 75 degrees. Slight wind if you're watching on television. It's actually blowing across the field sort of at us. So, from the top of the M to the bottom of the N, very light breeze, shouldn't be a factor in the ball game. And, for Prairie Grove, I mean, this is their first time over, at this school. This, surroundings are different. It is a little bit different feel. But, once the snap happens, everything's as normal.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike. We're in the all whites tonight, so that's a different look for us. We've got some new uniforms this year, so that's a little different look. I kind of was like, wait, is that us? But it is.
Prairie Grove's come onto the field. We're waiting for Metro Christian here. Good crowd tonight here on both sides. The home stand's nearly full. The stand still Prairie Grove folks piling in.
They're still piling in because of the drive a little bit. Not most of us are used to the 2-hour drive, but it was worth it. It's not a bad drive. 412 is not bad.
Not at all. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this. I got Ryan Cook alongside. Prairie Grove, as we mentioned, going to get the football first. And what do you expect it here as Prairie Grove gets the ball to start the ball game?
Well, what'll be interesting is seeing what we do without Connor Hubbs.
Yeah.
So Connor Hubbs.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. That's probably not widely known.
One of our main guys the last couple years, as far as our Lynn calls him, our utility guy, the everything guy, and he is. He plays defense exceptionally well. He does special teams He's the one that took the opening kickoff to the house last year, 80 yards. He does offense exceptionally well. So him not being here, he was in an injury in practice this week, dislocated a finger, fractured it in 2 places, and so he could be out for some time. We're already down a couple guys with hand injuries, guys that were in the starting rotation in the 2 deep, and so, it's one of those deals like, will we be able to have that guy step up? We've got a good team, though, with a couple different guys, so I think we'll be all right.
All right, Bryce Storms has it teed up. Jace Edwards, Alex Martinez back deep for Prairie Grove. Glad to have you along here on Southern Sports Network. Friday Night Football about to start here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Storms gets into it. It's a short kick. It's going to come to Edwards. He'll take it at the 20. Jace Edwards looking for a hole across the 25-yard line. Finds a little bit of a seam out to the 30-yard line, and that's where Prairie Grove will start 1st and 10. Good field position off the kickoff.
It's a great job by Jace right there, not trying to cross the field, get up the field, gain that extra 5 to 10 yards. Jace will probably be who steps up in Connor's presence at halfback tonight.
Starting quarterback tonight for Prairie Grove, Luke Vance, number 2, and we'll see what they're going to do in Connor Hubbs' absence as far as wingbacks and running backs. Looks like Edwards going to get the start. Of course, the guy, the all-everything, is Joe Sims. Asher Lynn going to start at the wingback spot. First snap of the ball game. Vance to throw. Got a man out here in the flat. Pass complete.
That's Kel Bray starting at fullback tonight. Joe is probably going to miss the first quarter tonight. I think you got to show up to class on time and do those things. If you get detention or anything like that, you're going to miss a quarter. So we may see him in the second quarter.
Kel Bray with the reception. It's a 5-yard pickup out across the 35-yard line. Good play there on first down. Kind of breaks tendencies for Prairie Grove.
There's a flag on the play.
And there we go. We'll see what this is.
And Luke Vance is great with the ball. He's a baseball guy. He can throw the ball. He throws it almost with a little too much smoke sometimes, so we'll have to be careful. I don't know what the penalty was.
It's a personal foul. It's going to put the ball out at the 45-yard line, so Prairie Grove going to take the penalty. It'll be 1st and 10, ball just shy of the 45. Second play of the ball game coming up. Vance will go under center. Dead T formation. Straight ahead, it's Bray. Gets tripped up. May have gotten a yard out of it. It'll bring up 2nd down 9.
Yeah, and number 1 for Metro is thankful there because he just had to fall on him to get his tackle. He tripped and fell. So good job actually by the front 5. The little dead T there. I hadn't seen that in a while from us.
And, Metro Christian faced Poto last week. They run a different version of the wing T, but it's a little bit faster and a lot more physical.
Right.
It is downhill coming right at you. 2nd down 9. Ball at the 46-yard line, just underway here, 11 minutes to go first quarter. Springdale. Oh, that's Springdale. There it is. I put the over-under on 3.5, me mentioning Springdale.
Metro's going to jump off sides. We do a shift. So we kind of get the tight end and wingback set, and then we move them sides. We don't put our hand down, though, so we're allowed to shift, and that shift gets the defensive end to jump off sides.
So 20 yards and penalties here benefiting Prairie Grove as they move into Metro Christian territory. The Patriots 1-1 on the season, lost to Poto last week, 24-7. Here comes that shift again. Here comes the box sweep. It's Jace Edwards, turns north, and he's going to get maybe 2 out of it. It'll be close to first down yardage. We'll call it 3rd down, and we'll call it 2. Ball's going to be just shy of the 47-yard line. Clock running, 10:30 to go here in the first quarter.
Decent job right there. You hope for 4 yards, right? 3-4 yards is the goal. 2 yards is okay. We've got to run that a couple times and see how they're going to defend it and see what we play off of there. So this time we'll do the same position, but with an X with the guy on the other side.
Isaac Moss has checked into the ball game. They try to pull back straight ahead. It's Cale Bray. He's loose across the 25-yard line, down to the 30. First down, Prairie Grove.
Great job
Great
that
first
time.
opening drive here.
Well, and you got two wingbacks that time. The halfback goes into an upset. We look like we're going to hit one of the outsides. We give it to the inside. Great blocking by the offensive line, and pick up the first.
This Metro team finished second in the state last year. This is not the same team.
It's not.
They graduated a ton of guys. And
they were like us. We both were senior-laden last year.
First down 10 for Prairie Grove. Straight ahead.
Bray once again.
Good, strong run. And the push will get him 8 yards on the carry.
And that's what you got to look at. How many white jerseys are pushing that pile with Bray? Great job by the O-line. Great job by the tight end. Great job by Bray moving that pile. Great first down run, 8 yards.
And you can talk about this. I mean, you can talk to this probably better than the rest of us. Prairie Grove's offense is a body blows offense. It's a lot of 3 and 4 yard gains in the first quarter. Second quarter they turn into 6. Third quarter they're 8. By the fourth quarter they're 20 because guys are tired. Second down, 2 yards to go, 9:13 to go here in the first quarter. This is Prairie Grove's opening drive. They'll spread it out a little bit. Vance alone in the backfield. Hands to Jace Edwards. He's got first down yardage inside the 15-yard line. Still going close to the 10. First down, Prairie Grove.
Now, you haven't seen that little hiccup yet. And we take the fullback and we flank him outside the wingback. And it's almost like having two lead blockers out there. Down's going to be our starting center. That's Caleb Wilson.
Yep, Caleb Wilson is down on the field. We're going to take a quick break. 9:02 to go here in the first quarter. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on the Southern Sports Network.
One reason we chose PGCC is the childcare. The first time we walked in the doors, we knew it was the right place. We knew our children would be taken care of. They were organized. There were safety protocols, and we could go in and enjoy service. So as parents, we knew it was the right choice, and we know that Manny and Cruz enjoy it.
Please join us for one of our Sunday morning services at 9 or 10:30.
You're always welcome at PGC.
.902 to go here in the first quarter. Caleb Wilson getting up off the turf, and he's going to be assisted to the sidelines. Looks like they were looking at an ankle as he comes off the field. Now,
we're thin, and that's why I was telling you off air. We're very thin, especially on the line. We're young anyways. We graduated 17 seniors last year. The majority of our snaps on the offensive line were seniors. And so we're young. We're starting to be very cohesive. One of the things that Lynn pointed out in a lot of our scrimmages in our first couple games is that the line had done a great job. In fact, they won Player of the Week for me in the first game, even though Southern Sports gave it to Connor Hubbs for the whole area. I gave it to the offensive line because we've had so many different guys scores. So we'll bring in Froud, second son to Kevin, and he'll be the center this time for Vance.
First and 10, ball at the 12-yard line. Trey Froud's checked in at the center spot. They'll give it to Bray straight ahead, not much up the middle, maybe a half a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
And I almost need to re-see that. Yeah,
center exchange clean, and that's what you're looking for.
And that's what you're looking for there. So maybe not doing too much because you don't want the quarterback thinking, you don't want the center thinking. You want them just getting a little rhythm here. But right up the middle, Metro does a great job. Line doesn't get as much push that time, so it'll be no gain. Second down and 10.
It's Edwards in motion. He'll come near side. Vance throws, got a man open, wide open, touchdown, Prairie Grove.
David
Stevens with the catch, 12 yards, Vance to Stevens. Prairie Grove draws first blood.
He had the almost pick six last week, and Lynn said, give him to the 1 yard line, And so everybody's like, man, you could. And then we put him in at fullback, thinking we were going to let him punch it in, and one of the guys don't come out that is supposed to be the lead blocker on the play, so the quarterback ends up just taking it in for him. And he was like, man, I would have had one there. He had a big third down conversion last week too. So the tight end, super big in the wing T offense for those little dumps and stuff like that.
So Prairie Grove will go for two. Vance under center. Hands to Jace Edwards, trying to get to the outside. He's racing for the corner. He's in. And with 8:17 to go here in the first quarter, Prairie Grove leads 8-0. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on the Southern Sports Network.
Located in downtown Prairie Grove, Prairie Grove Auto and Farm Supply has been serving the community since 1983. They carry a large selection of inventory to keep your automobiles and farm equipment running smoothly year after year. As a local, family-owned auto parts store. They are thankful to this community for 40 great years and look forward to serving you for 40 more. Go Tigers!
How much time I got? 8:17 to go here in the first quarter. The 12-yard touchdown pass from Luke Vance to David Stevens, sponsored by PG Telco. Prairie Grove adds on the 2-point conversion, and now it's 8-0. Prairie Grove sets to kickoff. 70-yard touchdown drive, can't complain.
No,
heck of a way to start the ball game.
And really, we did it with a variety. We had a couple little passes in there. We scored on a pass. We did a good job running the ball. And Kel Bray did a great job up the middle, and even with a different center.
Aiden Istre has it teed up. Back deep for Metro Christian. They're going to try a little squib kick here, and that's going to roll out of bounds.
If that would have just died right there.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I've seen some of those do that, and people think, well, should I get it, should I not? And that indecisiveness usually ends up in a mistake.
So Metro Christian will bring out the offense. Guy to keep an eye on here is Grayson Collins, number 25. He is the running back. This is a very Shiloh-like offense. A lot of spread, a lot of throw it around, a lot of short passes. Going to have to tackle well tonight.
Well, and they can run out of it really well. Shiloh's like that too. I mean, Shiloh against North Little Rock the other night, or Little Rock Christian, had 6 touchdowns on the ground and like 600 yards, it seemed like. So they can run it out of this. They'll spread you out and they'll run.
Jackson Grimes is the quarterback. 1st and 10, Metro Christian. They'll throw on first down. Pass complete across the 45-yard line.
Allen will be credited for the sack there. Or for the tackle there, sorry.
Caden Goodman with the reception. It's a 5-yard pickup. Clock moves now here as we get to the 8-minute mark.
Quads on this side.
Grimes fires near side. Pass complete across the 45-yard line into Prairie Grove territory and out of bounds. Asher Lynn pushes him out. Pass caught by Corley Wagner. Metro Christian 2 plays into Prairie Grove territory. You get the feeling Prairie Grove wants to go real slow. Metro wants to go fast.
I just wonder what is our answer when they put 4 guys out on the outside and we do 3.
Grimes, same play. Wagner with the catch. Cuts it back up. Good tackle there.
Great job. That was number 10, Braxton Brashears. But that's what I was saying. They're putting 4 on that side. We put 3. They have an advantage. Yeah, all you got to do is those 3 guys got to get those blocks.
That's what the spread is about, is creating numbers and mismatches. It's all numbers and angles. So now they'll spread it out 5 wide. Jackson Grimes in the shotgun. Prairie Grove showing blitz.
And I wonder when they get up to that, they do the little prairie dog thing, but I wonder if we switch our defense up from what we were going to run. We haven't moved yet, but I keep waiting for a little defensive shift.
Grimes will throw. We'll swing it here near side. Pass caught at the 40-yard line. Nice tackle there.
It's Edwards.
Jace Edwards again. Pass complete to Caden Goodman. Not much on the gain. It's going to be, we'll call it 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 40-yard line. You feel like this is 4-down territory for Metro.
For sure, for sure. The way they're moving, too. No doubt about it.
Prairie Grove 3 down, shows blitz. Blitz coming from the outside, pass right down the middle. Goodman with the catch at the 24-yard line.
Absher's going to be on the tackle. You notice Peyton Allen went out late and showed that he was going to get that running back that was flanked out there, and so they went ahead and threw right down the middle because he had vacated that spot. Very intelligent throw right there by Grimes.
1st and 10, ball at the 24-yard line. Clock now moving, 6:22 to go first quarter. 5 wide receiver set. Grimes under pressure, takes off and runs. It got him in the backfield.
That's 25. That's Luke Bannon.
Yep, Luke Bannon with his. He almost got there on the last play. He's doing kind of a loop, a stunt coming off the edge, and he got the sack on that one. It's going to be a 3-yard loss.
You can see it right
6
here.
minutes to go. Yeah, here you go.
Just got him. He's blitzing on the outside. And that's the thing. If you can pressure him, maybe we can get him into a mistake.
2nd down, 13. About halfway through the first quarter, 8-0 Prairie Grove. Grimes will roll far side. Grimes looking for, I think that is going to be incomplete. Great pass defense over there.
Braxton Brashears.
Yep, Brashears.
He read that and jumped that route and met the ball with the receiver. So great job. Look at him on that far side. Just past the sticks, turns out a little hook pattern, and Braxton just makes a great.
Broke on it as he released it. Pass was intended there for Preston Dixon. With 5:41 to go here in the first quarter. First 3rd and long for Metro Christian.
Let's see how they set up here. They got trips to that far side, but they got a back in the backfield at the moment. He'll go out there. There'll be quads. And then, so I see Suggs starting to kind of go out there, and then here Bray comes out there just late.
Grimes alone in the backfield. Here comes the blitz. Grimes fires, pass, nearly intercepted on the far side, in and out of the hands. Number 10, Ross McCoy, nearly intercepted by Prairie Grove. And now it's 4th and 13.
That was so wide open, though, because 3 guys went with the running back that time. We moved late, which was good, but we obviously didn't know our coverage because 3 guys went with 1. He had mismatches all over the field. He just didn't complete it.
So it brings up 4th down, 13. Line that makes the 14-yard line. 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. He's Ryan Cook. Glad to have him along. It's the first time we got to work together. I think we're doing all right so far.
Yeah, I won't complain, but I never do.
I hadn't fallen off the press box yet. 4th down, 13. Grimes will throw. 3-man rush, 2-man rush. They're going to set up a screen. Pass complete at the 30. Prairie Grove has defenders over there. And we'll see about the spot. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 16. Prairie Grove's going to hold.
Great job that time because they did a delay screen. Watch this on the replay. They did kind of like a delay screen. So all the receivers go out. We have great coverage of what was there. But then they run like a backside guy across, and they set the lineman coming up, and they throw behind the line of scrimmage. Great design on the play call there. It really was.
Yeah, the 2-man rush, I don't think they anticipated a 2-man rush.
No, but what we did is we had one guy fight through 3 blockers and go and cause the guy to get to the sidelines and gave Braxton enough time to get there. So great job, great effort, individual effort by one of our Tigers.
So Prairie Grove will take over 1st and 10. Ball's going to be at the 16-yard line, and you get the feeling yard line doesn't matter. Just need the football back.
Thankful.
Fullback
Sugg.
belly across the 20-yard line.
He's a sophomore. And so with
Elijah
Sims out,
Sugg.
that's going to get him some carries. And he's a hard runner. The one thing I always say, he runs a little high. He's a tall, muscled-up kid.
Way back when, we used to talk about, if the fullback, if you've got a good fullback, this offense can go. And it looks like Prairie Grove doesn't have 1, not 2, but 3.
We do. And, sometimes we've had little scat backs at fullback, but these are some bruisers.
So it's 2nd down and short. This is Edwards on the sweep. It's going to be brought down. Looks like maybe a yard, maybe we'll call it a 2-yard loss. Bring up 3rd down. Line that makes the 26. They're going to mark it at the 22-yard line. So we'll call it 3rd down and 4.
Looked like number 33 for Metro did a really good job fighting all the way across the play that time and making that tackle. Jace was looking for a seam, just wasn't there.
That's Cooper Mitchell on the tackle there. And now we'll see if they open it up a little bit. Open the game with a pass play. Picked up 6 yards. This, a 3rd down. We'll call it 4. Vance will go under center.
Oh, that could be a fumble. It looked bad.
Loose on the turf. Looks like Metro's got it.
It almost looked like we forgot what play we were running between the fullback and the quarterback. It looked wrong. Look right here, fullback kind of runs. Oh, he fell. He slipped and fell. That's what it was. I started saying it looked off from up here. You could tell the exchange was not there. They were not in the same spot at the same time. Turf, baby.
Yep, turf.
And I personally don't like turf. I don't want turf, and I know we're getting it. Everybody's getting it. Give me grass all day long, man.
I can't remember the last game I did on grass.
Yeah, well, come home.
It's been a while.
Come home.
Jackson Grimes will go into the shotgun, and now we've got movement. Flags are down. So we'll see about this. Metro looks jumpy. Here in the first couple of minutes, he picked up the personal foul early in the ball game, then got the offsides penalty. Now a false start penalty is going to push him back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. 4:13 to go here in the first quarter. And Prairie Grove's defense going to be asked to make another stop here. Drive starting in the red zone.
I like him behind the sticks, though, to start. That's nice.
Wagner's the running back. Grimes will throw. Pass coming near side. With room into the nice tackle there, Jace Edwards. That's Ty Guest on the reception. Good tackle there, Jace Edwards.
Number 9's lucky he didn't get a block in the back right there because he hit Jace as he was going to make the tackle. You just let that one go.
Yeah, you let it go. You
don't even want the chance to get that flag.
So we'll call it 2nd and 6. Ball's at the 16-yard line.
I'm enjoying the 4 quarterbacks on the sidelines with headsets on making the play calls into the offense for Metro.
This is Wagner.
Oh, Asher almost had him in the backfield.
He'll get across the 20-yard line inside the 15, and he's going to run out of bounds. They're going to give him the first down. They're going to mark him just short at the 11.
Asher's got to beat him to the spot, not let him turn the corner and chase a little bit.
Clock stops with 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. This will bring up 3rd down and 1. Prairie Grove's been stingy tonight on defense. Really limiting this Metro offense. This a 3rd down and 1. That's Guest in motion. He'll come to the far side. Wagner's the running back, and Prairie Grove jumps off sides.
That's Briers, 52. He's actually an outside linebacker, but because of the injuries this year, he's had to move down to the line.
So that'll give the Patriots a 1st down. They'll move it inside the 10-yard line at the 6.
Keep him out of the end zone.
Yep. Keep him to a field goal try.
I just wish the cameras could watch these guys give their signals. It's like synchronized signal giving. Oh, and then they get off right there. I don't know what happened. They all went to a different signal.
1st and goal, ball at the 6. This is Grimes rolling near side.
Take it, Grimes.
He's going to get inside the 5. He's
Great
popped.
job. Is that Trace Boyd and Allen right there with the hit? Both of them did an excellent job in pursuit. Watch this tackle right here. Grimes had tons of room. I mean, I was rooting for him to just take it for 6 himself. And look right here at the pursuit by Trace and Peyton Allen. And someone made him cut in right there. Good job. I think that's Asher Lynn that turned the play back inside. Makes that possible for Trace and Allen to get there.
So here we go. 2nd and goal, ball at the 2. This is power formation. This is Grimes straight ahead. He's going to get into the end zone for the Metro touchdown.
Wow, the light show. Either that or they didn't pay the bill.
Jackson Grimes goes in from 2 yards out. Metro has their first touchdown of the ball game. The score is 8-6 pending the extra point. Let's see what Metro does. It looks like they're going to send in the kicker.
I start to say I don't think they're to chase points at this point yet. You know, if you got a good extra point kicker, you continue.
Connor Cavanaugh on to try the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Prairie Grove 8, Metro Christian 7. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on Southern Sports Network.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
.255 to go here in the first quarter. 8-7 our score. Bryce Storms has it teed up back deep for Prairie Grove. Alex Martinez. Looks like we got a change over there.
It's Luke Bannon, I think, on that far side. They're going to onside it, though.
And Prairie Grove's going to, I don't think they fell on it.
Braxton fell on it. I don't think he got it, though.
Metro comes away with it at the 43-yard line.
Can't give extra possessions. That's going to be a problem. Look right here. He hit Braxton with it, and Braxton does a good job of getting on it. It squirts out.
So Metro's going to take over. 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. 2:51 to go here in the first quarter. 8-7 our score.
Did you say it was a Shiloh or Pulaski type look?
Very, very much a Shiloh-like team. Hey, football fans, mark your calendars. Sunday, October the 8th, as the Southern Sports Network brings you the 2nd annual Victory Bowl. Join SSN live from Indian Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was there today. As the best of the best in minor league and arena football players from more than 7 states battle to see who will be victorious. Who will come out on top? Billy's Goats or the London Legends. Broadcast will start at 2:50 Central Time. Victory Bowl is partnered with the Southern Sports Network on a football game of exciting talent from across the country to raise money for a charitable cause and strengthen the relationship between minor league football and the community. So,
a little different of a Friday for you, huh?
Yeah, it's a little different. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited. I was when Lynn asked me to do this, I was like, yeah, man, absolutely. It's been almost a decade since I got to watch the Tigers play up close and personal. So I was here during the infancy of the Prairie Grove Tigers,
right.
PG Tigers Online.
You left just in time for me to go to the state championship game.
Yeah, I did.
I appreciate that.
No,
we talk about that every once in a while.
I went through a 1-9 season that year. Yeah, I left at the exact wrong time. So Jackson Grimes will bring the offense down. 2:51 to go here in the first quarter. He'll be alone in the backfield. 5 wide receiver set for the Patriots.
A little bit more balanced look here, though.
Grimes will throw 3-man rush. Pass complete at the 37.
Good first down play for Metro there. Tackle's going to be made by a bunch of Tigers. Luke Vance and Jace Edwards. Jace was trying to strip the ball. Great job by their receiver to hold on to it.
Preston Dixon with the reception. Ball's going to be placed down at the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 as soon as they get the chains set.
You know, they were a little bit more balanced, and we were also more zone-ish. We didn't have quite near the rush, and we also kind of let them run around in front of us and wanted to make the tackle afterwards.
Grimes was the backup quarterback. Thomas Brandt, he's in shorts down here on the near side. Grimes was a receiver against Poto last week. It's Corley inside the 20-yard line down to about the 18, and that's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
That's one of those deals where your best athletes need to be on the field. So if he isn't at quarterback, you put him at receiver, right?
Yeah, he was exclusively at wide receiver last week. He's one of their better ones. Now a 2nd and 4, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Rapidly moving first quarter. 8-7 our score. This is Grimes. Throwing for the end zone, pass on the way in, incomplete.
They moved a little bit. We pointed at him to say, hey, call that. We didn't get it, but an incomplete pass in the corner. Last year, I can remember the quarterback dropped a perfect little spot right there. They had I wish I knew where all of them had went to D1-wise, because I know some of those guys went and played college ball, and I'm talking he hit that spot probably 3 different times, and that receiver was right there every time. We had perfect coverage. It wouldn't matter. That's how precision-like they executed last year.
3rd down 4. They'll go to the 5 wide receiver set. Now they'll bring Wagner in the backfield. Prairie Grove going to go 3 down.
Oh, fumble.
Ball's on the ground, and I think Prairie Grove's got it.
Yes.
I think they've got it.
I think so. Briers is slapping somebody. Is that Allen? No, it's Luke Bannon right there that recovered.
Yep, Prairie Grove's got the football, so
here it goes right here. Just a bad mesh point.
Yeah.
And that's probably that deal like you're talking about, Grimes being the backup. Maybe number 4 is not your typical running back.
That first time he's tried to carry the ball tonight, that Sankey Lynch just never got his paws on it. So Prairie Grove turns it over. He doesn't recover the onside kick, doesn't come back to haunt him, and now 1st and 10 ball at the 19. Vance, pass a little high, looking for Edwards.
I'm telling you, he's got a cannon, and he's just got, it's got to be a little bit more of a touch in one of those, but he doesn't want error. So he's trying to just bullet it in there, and it just sells on him just a little bit. But he's got a great arm.
I mean, the play was there.
It was.
It's going to bring up 2nd down 10 for Prairie Grove. 1:32 to go here in the first quarter. Glad to have you along here on the Southern Sports Network. He's Ryan Cook, and I'm Zach Arns, just sort of sitting in for the Hall of Famer Lynn Gregson. Prairie Grove going to spread it out. They'll hand to Edwards. Edwards looking for room. Across the 20-yard line, maybe 2 on that. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Very, very heavy on that left side. We had a tackle over, and we had tight end wing back, and we motioned a guy that way. So we got everybody on that side of the field. You're hoping Edwards can find a hole faster than that, though, because the guy that gets there to kind of make the tackle is a backside guy. That's because Jace was looking for a place to go. He kind of slowed down there. You'd like to see that create a hole a lot faster.
So this, a 3rd down and 8, under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Prairie Grove back to the basic wing tee. Vance, under pressure, sneaks out the backside. He's got room. Vance across the 30, 1st down, still going. He's going to be dragged down at the 33-yard line. Nice improvisation by Prairie Grove's quarterback.
It really was, because everybody flowed to this side. I don't know if it was waggle or flood or what, but the whole offense and defense is coming near us. And Vance has a little seam and sees there's green all over.
He's good at those off-script deals. You know, like when the play breaks down, he can get away. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he can make you miss.
Yeah.
He's shifty enough to make you miss, and there you go. I mean, that's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Gets Prairie Grove out of jail here as we close in on the end of the first quarter, 23 seconds to go. Prairie Grove still in the huddle here. Play clock hits 12. It's 1st down and 10. Fullback trap, that's Bray. He's going to get close to the 35-yard line.
That was our version of the spread, by the way. We have a wingback on the far side. We have our split in on this near side. We take a halfback out of the backfield and put him in a wingback position, and we run up the middle.
That's the end of the first quarter. Our score, Prairie Grove 8, Metro Christian 7. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on the Southern Sports Network.
Harton Furniture is conveniently located on Highway 62 between Prairie Grove and Farmington. Terry Harton carries staple brands such as Mayo, Best Chair, Ashley, Restonic, and Vaughn Bassett. Terry has over 20 years of experience in the furniture business, and he works hard to keep a well-stocked inventory, but has many more options available through custom orders. So come by and see Terry Harton at Harton's Furniture for all your furniture needs. He'll treat you right.
Out of the way. Tiger fans, there's more Prairie Grove content than ever. Join PG Tigers online and the Southern Sports Network as the 21st ranked Prairie Grove Tigers volleyball team takes to the court. Next broadcast will be against the Lions of Gravett, September 21st.
Ranked, huh?
That's what it says.
Wow.
Man, I just read it.
I wonder where that came from.
Look, I got to put my fourth grade education to work. I just read it. So we start the second quarter. Prairie Grove facing a second down. We'll call it 8 balls at the 35-yard line. PG is going to send the offense out.
Look who's at fullback now.
There it is, Big Joe Sims back in. I've been, you talked to me about this for about an hour on the ride home last week, and Lynn's been talking to me all week. I'm excited to see him play because he's the kind of guy that can wear defense down.
Oh, man, I would hate to have to tackle him once, let alone over and over and over again.
And they give it to him right away. Sims straight ahead. Big hole across the 45, first down.
Good job that time by everybody. Tight end had his block. He's not able to stay with it, doesn't get the hold, but he gets it enough to where we get the first down. If he's able to get on the play side of that safety, that's a much longer run. So little bit, and that's a big-time run.
I can tell you right now, I saw the best team in the state, Conway, last week. That dude can play for him. That dude can play for Conway.
Buck James would love that guy.
Oh, my gosh. First and 10 for Prairie Grove, ball at the 47-yard line. Here comes Sims again, and this one's going nowhere.
We spread it out again, kind of getting guys in different positions, a little different motion, and we've got a guy down. You'll see right here, we're going to put a guy in motion, get a single back in the backfield, right up the middle, but no push by the O-line that time, and a great job by Metro's interior defense.
Brock Beeler down at the bottom of the pile. It's going to bring up second down and 12. Clock running here, 11:08 to go in the half, 8-7. We had a good one so far.
We have. We've both had sustained runs, and we both had a mistake.
Vance going to roll. Under pressure, pass.
Oh, a little high again.
A little high again. Tough throw for a left-hander.
It is. It's a tough.
And now we got a penalty down.
I have a feeling that's a personal foul late hit.
I'm going to tell you right now, Metro's a little chippy. And, sometimes you get the private schools to play the public schools, and you're going to get some chippiness.
Yep. We had a guy on the ground, and a Metro player just walked by and kind of gave him a little extra shove.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Not as serious as what I thought when I saw the flag and I saw our guy on the ground. I thought, oh, that was a late hit. But now that I'm looking at it on there, it just looks like the guy walked by and made a little mouthing comment and pushed him. So
that's 2 personal fouls here in the first half against Metro Christian. It's going to give Prairie Grove a first down. Now, I'm a little I'm not going to say confused because the rules as you cross state lines, or if we're playing under Oklahoma rules, personal foul's not always a first down. I found that out in Arkansas as well. But this should give Prairie Grove a first down. Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. If you have a 2nd and 25 and pick up a personal foul in Arkansas, it's 2nd and 10.
I did not know that either.
I found that one out the hard way last week. 10:51 to go here in the half. Prairie Grove with the football, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Prairie. He's got room. Puts his head down close to first down yardage. I think they're going to give it to him. It's going to be first down Prairie Grove.
That dead tee, I love it. I mean, it's another different look, different wrinkle that we pulled out this year. I mean, that's not something that we typically run. We've been getting more and more to the outsides a lot and getting the upsets and flanking out the fullback. So to put everybody full house the backfield, that's a cool look for us. Another wrinkle.
I love our vantage point here. We're up on top of the press box. This is great.
It is.
I absolutely love this. Clock running, 10:30 to go in the half. Prairie Grove with a 1st and 10. Ball's at the 29-yard line.
There's a whistle early.
Boy, they had it too. They had the quick pitch. And it looks
almost
like
wish we wouldn't have ran it. I didn't see us move.
So that'll back them up to the 34-yard line.
Did you see us move? I didn't see us move, but doesn't mean we didn't. I just didn't see it. I saw someone from Metro come across, but Metro's scoreboard says hold up, flag on the play. There's laundry all over. That's cute. At least it's not the loud beeping siren of back it up, like we do at the Razorback games. That thing drives me crazy.
So 1st and 15, ball at the 34-yard line. And looks like we've got a timeout here.
Wow, we go empty backfield shotgun, and so Metro says, that's not the wing tee.
For those watching on PG Tigers Online, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turning on your notifications by ringing the bell. It's the best way to keep up with your Prairie Grove Tigers. And you can follow the Southern Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever we're calling it this week, and TikTok for score, standings, and great exclusive content each and every week. 10:06 to go here in the half, and 8-7, the way we started, I was anticipating this thing's going to be 45-40, and it still may be, but I think these teams have sort of settled in.
I do too. Like, where's the defense with the first 2 possessions? But then both teams made a mistake, and so that changes the kind of the personality of the game. Hubbard sent his first quarter stats. Interesting here. Both teams, 4 first downs. Both teams pretty much 80 yards total offense.
Yeah, and you got 2 teams just standing in the middle of the ring throwing haymakers at each other.
The difference is 75 yards passing, 10 yards rushing for Metro, 60 yards rushing, 20 yards passing for Prairie Grove. So, like we said, one's a passing team, one's a running team. That's the difference. But still, both drives about the same amount of time. Both drives took up about the same amount of field position. And so we'll be back after the timeout from Metro right here.
Well, here you go. Prairie Grove going to empty it in the shotgun. Luke Vance.
We were moving.
He'll throw.
There's no way they don't call that. Well, I cannot believe that guy didn't throw a flag. Our fullback is moving forward before the snap even starts. I'd rather have the penalty than the sack, too. So if you look right here, the fullback comes flanked out. He gets set. Then he goes forward. He might have set, but it was close. That penalty would have saved us about 7 yards and a down.
That's an 8-yard loss. It's now 2nd down and 24. Line to make is the 19. Ball sitting at the 42, so call it 2nd and 23. And now you're looking to just get half of it.
Let's just get in punching position there on 4th.
It's Bray in motion.
Oh, almost.
Get a couple out of that inside the 40-yard line. That's Edwards.
There's that after play pushing again. Allen did a good job that time on his block, and it's just like it was almost a decleater. Edwards almost reads it the right way, but because it doesn't, it kind of holds it up a little bit, and we're not able to get about another 10 yards because of that. And so he'll come out. We'll put someone else in and just give him a breather. Let him rest for a second because that was almost a big play right there.
Joe Sims is checked back in for Prairie Grove. Hadn't seen him since the 2-yard loss. He's back in at the fullback spot. This, a 3rd down and 20. Vance goes under center. They'll try the quick pitch. Here's Edwards trying to get to the outside. He's not going to get much. Going to lose a yard back to the 40-yard line. And now we'll see what Coach Absher wants to do here on a 4th down.
I think I punt this one.
I would too.
Get them in that position. Give your defense the whole field to rest.
Defense has played well to this point.
Even if you kick it into the end zone, you still got an extra, 20 yards, 25 yards, 20 yards from where you're at. And so is it the 20 or the 25? It's 20 still, right?
Be the 20, yeah.
So I was afraid it was a 25 now. I know on kickoffs and stuff sometimes it is, but we're going to go for it, it looks
they're
like.
They're going to leave the offense out.
Can you shotgun and pooch kick it? Nope.
Vance to throw. That pass is intercepted. It's Ty Guest, and he's got green turf in front of him. He's going to return, so we got a flag down. Flag down at the 42-yard line. He's going to get into the end zone, but I think this one's coming back.
So here's my deal here. I'm not bashing our coaching staff at all. Don't take it that way. I don't need any comments from the fans because I get them every once in a while. What good is a play action on 4th and forever? Everybody knows you're you're throwing the ball. Don't fake the run. Yeah, it put maybe more guys in the backfield, but it also turned your quarterback's head away from the play. If it's that long, go ahead and get in a throwing type formation and throw the dang ball. Don't there's no reason to have the fake run right there.
Okay, we've got a personal foul. I did not recognize the call. It is a personal foul against Metro Christian. They're 3rd in the first quarter.
And again, that's why the punt. You punt it, you get it back far enough that there's no return, or there is a return, but you got the right guys on the field to make the tackle, and you hope to pin them back and give your defense enough breathing room. With that instead, Now they got great field position. You almost had 6. We're lucky they didn't have 6.
So the ball will be placed at the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Metro Christian will bring the offense out. Jackson Grimes is the quarterback. Corley's a running back, but they haven't run it very much to this point. It's been primarily through the air.
And again, I'm not bashing the OC here because, there we go. Look, we're running ear, head, Macarena. 1, Maca 2, Maca. Okay, here we go.
1st and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line. 7:45 to go here in the half.
Good job by Briers right there. He stuffed that up quick. That was a run up the middle by number 4.
Sankey Lynch with his first carry, his first official carry, fumbled on his last. It's going to be about a yard loss.
You notice how that one took a lot more time. They slowed down during the handoff. Briers did a great job right there taking on his block.
Yeah, Metro Christian has slowed down quite a bit here the last 2 times they've had the football.
I don't know why either. I mean, I think that's their advantage.
So second down, we'll call it 11, and Prairie Grove jumps off sides. That's going to make it.
We got a couple guys pointing, but I don't see anybody looking at Metro right now. That's going against Prairie Grove.
So it'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, and you can't see any movement there. I think it's the right call.
Referee winds the clock, and we approach the 7-minute mark here in the first half. 8-7 our score.
The line has really wide splits, too. I mean, they really spread you out. Our defensive linemen are 5 yards apart.
This is Wagner straight ahead, and he's going to get tripped. You're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line.
Probably give Asherlin the tackle, but again, kind of like last time, that's sometimes when you just fall on them, you're going to get it.
Those wide splits, that's the Mike Leach principle, where you're just trying to create natural seams.
And they're there.
Yeah, they're there. I mean, their job is to spread you out. And, if you're going to try and shoot the inside gaps, they're going outside, and that's how the running game works in this offense. This is going to be a 3rd down and 3. Clock running, 6:23 to go. Now, just talk a lot with Jacob Gill, the former DC at Shiloh Christian. He talks about the middle 8s. Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. Dominating those. Pass caught. It's going to be enough for the first down.
So the last 4 of the first half and the first 4 of the second half.
Middle 8. Middle 8 minutes.
If you can score there at the end and get the ball back, too, that's huge.
That's what I was getting at, was Metro gets the ball first to start the second half.
So if they punch it in here, hold us, get the ball back and punch it again, they got a 2-score lead almost.
And you notice they've slowed down.
Right.
So this may be a situation where they sort of matriculate the ball down the field, leave Prairie Grove very little time, hope to get the ball to start the second half.
Makes sense.
1st and 10. This is Wagner with a hole off the left side. Going to get down near the 30-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down for the Patriots.
There's that natural seam that you were talking about there on the outside that time, and no Prairie Grove players able to fill that spot. We did have Sims close to it, but the Metro player did a great job staying engaged, didn't get a penalty, and it frees up the running back. That's number 28.
Corley Wagner.
And so he's done a much better job as far as picking up the yards.
Grimes will fire near side. Pass caught by Preston. Inside the red zone, and it's going to be enough for a Patriot first down.
Vance on the tackle that time.
Preston Dixon with the reception. Clock will stop momentarily with 5:22 to go here in the first half.
Not many teams' quarterback is also their leading tackler or one of their main safeties, but it is for us almost every year. Last year Patterson, this year Vance. Just smart, athletic players, kind of your center fielder.
Metro taking their time here by their standards. Play clock's at 15. 4 wide receiver set, 3 come near side. That's Wagner in motion. He'll make it a 5 wide receiver set. Grimes fires, pass complete. The 14-yard line, it's Wagner. He's got first down yardage, it looks like. Yep, they're going to give him the first down inside the 7-yard line, maybe the 6, and that's going to be first and goal for Metro.
I do like the design because you got a lot of movement going to the outside. We've got players shifting to the outside. Then you bring one of those guys to the middle and just set him down.
A lot of eye candy, you get your eyes off, and if you don't have good eye discipline, boom.
Yep.
That's the result. So the play clock now at 20. Game clock at 4:35. Here's Grimes across the middle. Easy touchdown for.
We got to have a little tighter coverage by our outside linebacker, safety, rover, whatever he is, and a cornerback there. It's just there's not enough field to not be tight.
Window dressing's causing a lot of problems.
It does, but the field's shortened. So you can't give that much space when the field's that short.
Connor Cavanaugh on to try the extra point, make this a 6-point ball game. This is a big extra point here. He can miss this or Prairie Grove can block it here. It's a 5-point game. Touchdown give you the lead. Cavanaugh on to try. Preston Dixon will hold. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So with 4:33 to go in the half, Metro Christian takes the lead 14-8. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on the Southern Sports Network.
Divers LLC is a local family business serving your disposal needs since 2010. We are licensed haulers providing 15-yard dumpsters with prompt and friendly service. Please call us today for a free quote at 479-966-5878. Please like and share us on Facebook. We look forward to serving you soon.
You can watch this broadcast and over 100 more on your smartphone or big screen TV at home. Search Southern Sports Network on Android, iOS, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick so you don't miss any of the action. Bryce Storms has it teed up. Back deep for Prairie Grove. Jace Edwards. Alex Martinez. 4:33 to go in the half. Prairie Grove opening drive touchdown. Since then, not much in the offensive categories. Martinez losing ground here. Now he's going to get... Well, now we're going to lose ground again, and now, well, you got to get what you can here. He's going to wind up.
I was going to say, I think this is the first time I've seen Martinez return a kick. A guy that's been off and on playing between basketball and football, super talented athlete. And so I think that was his first time. I think they'll get him. That's a coaching part right here because that's normally Connor Hubbs.
Yeah, and he gave a little bit of ground, was across the 20 at one point, and now you wind up with 1st and 10 ball at the 13-yard line, so a little bit of a difference here. And look, for Prairie Grove, you just got to settle down.
Yeah.
You had a great first opening drive, and then since then it's kind of been start and stop. Last time the penalties really killed them.
And here's the deal here. You don't want to give the ball back. So we need to have a sustained run. Even if you don't get points, you need a sustained run where they don't score.
So 1st and 10 ball at the 13-yard line. Straight ahead, that's Bray. He's going to get across the 15 up to the 16. We'll call it a 3-yard gain.
Sometimes I wonder if you bring Joe in and he's just a decoy. Let Bray have a play or two. We get 2nd and short, 3rd and short at some point. Bring Joe in. Everybody's going to say Joe's getting the ball, and that's when your tight end dumps and some of your quick passes slant would be wide open.
Absher's checked in at the wide receiver spot. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. 14-8 our score. It's a 2nd and 7. Try a little handoff reverse. Asher Lynn's got it. Across the 20-yard line. He's going to be close to first down yardage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 2.5.
That's normally our 3rd down and long play. We bring it out in 2nd down and long. We do a good job one block away from it being a much bigger play. Good job by the offensive line right there. There's a lot of room.
Ball at the 21-yard line. Line that makes the 23. Clock running. 3:22 to go here in the first half. It's a big down here for Prairie Grove.
This is my Joe Sims decoy play right here. Bray just doesn't have the same size, and so they give to Bray that time. We get a yard.
They're going to give him a yard, and now let's see what Coach Absher does here.
I think he goes for it, I'll be honest with you. If we go for it back here when we shouldn't have, I think we definitely go for it here when you got a really good chance of getting it. I want Sims in there.
Braxton Bashirs is checked in at the wide receiver spot. Clock running, 2:38 to go. They're going to go straight ahead. Vance has got it. He's still going up across the 25. Good play call. Safe play call.
It's very safe. I like the play call right there. If I can bash on the OC just a little bit a minute ago, and I didn't really bash on him, I just didn't understand it, I understand that 100%. Good, safe. They have enough of a defensive opening right there. You do have a different center in right now, though, so, it's a little risky, but I love the play call. It's safe. You should be able to pick up a yard anytime you run that play.
So Prairie Grove gets first down. Clock running. 2:12 to go in the half. Prairie Grove does have 2 timeouts, so we'll see how they use them. Now they're going to go out of the shotgun.
That's a little different look there.
It's a much different look. Vance under pressure. He's going to go down. He's going to get maybe 2 out of it.
what I would love to see there, it looked like we tried to do that quick pass. Have something to do after it. If it's not there, your receivers need to know, take off. Let him throw it deep in case there's not that runability. Let him throw it deep and let your best athlete just go get it.
Clock continues to run here. 1:35 to go in the half. Vance in the shotgun. Snap gets away. Vance trying to pick it up. Now the ball's loose, and I think the ball's still loose. And Metro's got it inside the 20-yard line.
The one thing you don't want to do. And it's not that the snap's not there. It's a hair high, but it's there. He's got to come down with that. He's just thinking of what he was doing after the snap.
So Metro Christian's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. 1:20 to go in the half. Metro has 2 timeouts, so plenty of time plus their timeouts. Jackson Grimes will spread them out 5 wide.
No fly zone. Play call right here. Longhorns hook him down.
Prairie Grove needs a real sudden change here to kind of stem this tide here, because this is, like I mentioned, Metro gets the football to start the second half.
Pick 6 would be huge.
Grimes to throw. Pass complete or incomplete to Corley Wagner.
Asher Lynn with a big hit. Metro's guy's they're both going to keep talking, but the Metro guy's going to push him back.
Yeah, this game's gotten chippy.
I like it a little bit. I don't want it to be silly.
Right.
I like that they're both aggressive. I like that was a good hit right there.
It was
I want those kind of things. I just don't want the after play silliness.
So to bring up 2nd and 10, 1:16 to go in the half.
That running back will come out though. I
was talking to their coach earlier in the week trying to get a roster, and I just kind of asked him about his team, and he just kept saying we're young. We got a lot of guys, but we're very young. It's not the same team that he had last year, and now we've got whistles. And it looks like Metro's going to call a timeout, a wasted timeout, here with 1:16 to go in the half. Want to be part of the action? Have deep ties to the community? Prairie Grove Athletics and the Southern Sports Network are giving you a unique opportunity to be part of the broadcast. Contact either Prairie Grove's Booster Club or leave a message on the Southern Sports Network about community involvement or partnership opportunities to support the Tigers of today and tomorrow. So let's talk through this here, Ryan. 1:16 to go. I don't know what Connor Cavanaugh, the kicker for Metro's range, is here. He hasn't exactly. I think he's
here,
probably
though,
at the edge of his range.
Right.
So if you can hold here, force a field goal attempt, I think you feel pretty good about kind of where you are.
100%. And two, then you're looking at 17 to 8. It's not too far out of reach, like it would be with 7. 7 makes it a big difference.
For as much as they wing the ball around, the defense has played well and has held their ground.
We've kept most of it in front of us, and that's the difference there. They've gained yards. We've just done a good job of keeping it in front of us with all the window dressing, keeping things in front of us.
So it's 2nd down 10, 1:16 to go. Metro with just 1 timeout left. Grimes, they've got the screen set up here.
Whew.
It's Wagner. He picks it up off the turf. He's going to get inside the 15-yard line.
He's going to pick up 2. Braxton Brashears runs him out of bounds there, but great pursuit on the quarterback that time by Asher Lynn.
So now this is a big 3rd down here for Metro. 3rd down, a big 3rd down for Prairie Grove as well. And I'm telling you, this defense, for having been out there as long as they have and having to run as much as they have, really hanging in.
Right, and so right here, keep everything in front of you, keep them out of the end zone. You hope they don't get a first down, because they get the first down, they get another 4 shots at it. They haven't hardly burned any time, though.
So here we go, 3rd down and 8. Line to make is the 7. Grimes, under pressure, fired for the corner, and it's caught at the goal line for the touchdown.
How does he get that wide open? I would love to see that again. That's number 1.
Chase Edwards slipped. You'll see him slip here in the corner.
Sorry to say, I wasn't even watching that guy. Oh, it was just a out and up. Jace, I don't know if that's his guy until the last part of it, but just an out and up from a guy in the inside flanker position.
Connor Cavanaugh on to try the extra point. 1:02 to go here in the half, and now Prairie Grove has got to they got to get this under control.
This is where it becomes dangerous. The game can get out of control.
Cavanaugh's kick's on the way, and good. So with 1:02 to go in the half, our new score: Metro 21, Prairie Grove 8. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on the Southern Sports Network.
Drivers LLC is a local family business serving your disposal needs since 2010. We are licensed haulers providing 15-yard dumpsters with prompt and friendly service. Please call us today for a free quote at 479-966-5878. Please like and share us on Facebook. We look forward to serving you soon.
.102 to go here in the half. 21-8 our score. Now we've got a flag down at the feet of Jace Edwards at the 12-yard line. Not sure what that's about.
I'm going to assume after the play, personal foul for a little mouth running.
Boy, I'll tell you what. Another personal foul against Metro. Prairie Grove picks up a personal foul as well, and those are going to offset. So no harm, no foul, but
we're in tough position now. Defense did a decent job, but in both times they bent and then they ended up breaking. We can't do that. Now I was saying, the zone is good, keeping guys in front, but that time we lost track of a guy, and that's where it's bad. You hope not to lose track of a guy.
Right, Storms. Little knuckleball comes to the 32-yard line, and Prairie Grove's going to fall on it there at the 33. And now with 59 seconds to go.
Now is when you
got 2 timeouts.
Getting your throwing offense, and you take a couple shots.
Well, yeah, I think you got to. I'm with you on this. I think you got to take. You got to try to put the ball in the end zone because they are getting the ball first. And I mean, you're 2 scores down at this point.
Now I know us well enough to know we're going to run it and hope to break one because they're probably going to soften their defense up a little bit, trying not to give up the big play. Typically, guys will drop another secondary guy back and have less of a lineman. They look to be in the same base defense, though.
So first down 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Vance will go under center. Vance under pressure. Now he gets away. Luke Vance going to throw it out of bounds.
Plenty outside the tackle, so anybody's wanting an intentional grounding, he's way outside the tackles.
Well, now the discussion is, did it get past the line of scrimmage?
Definitely. Hit the dude right there in the white at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, now I'm just watching the white hat here to make sure he's not going to throw a flag. And it looks like, okay, discussion's over, and we're going to walk away from that.
Yeah, I didn't even have that question, but now I know I'm a homer and all, but it didn't meet the criteria.
So second down 10, 51 seconds to go here in the half.
Because I was thinking, is there anyone you could just toss it deep to and give a chance? And I'm like, no, just play it safe. Throw that dude out of bounds.
Prairie Grove going to spread it out a little bit. Edwards in motion, empty backfield. Vance to throw. And there's the flag. So was Absher the intended receiver? That's the pass, that's the pop pass that they scored on. And that's going to be a first down after the pass interference. And it wasn't even close. You weren't even defending the football.
No. I mean, maybe you thought he was run blocking with no running backs in the backfield, but I don't know what your defense is there. You just tackled him before the ball was even close.
So another penalty against Metro is going to give Prairie Grove a first down. 47 seconds to go here. And 2 timeouts. I mean, if you can hit a big one here, you've got time to get this thing going.
And it's not like we're out of position field-wise. I mean, we're just moving the ball right here all the way up to the 47?
48, yeah.
So we're good. We're good. Get you half of it, of your down and distance right here, and then take a shot. We moved. Our left tackle, he's a sophomore. They were showing blitz, and he got back on his heels, got his weight back on his heels. So we'll back it up.
So they'll back him up to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up first down and 15. And, Prairie Grove kind of sputtering a little bit after that first drive. First drive looked great. Went right down the field. And since that point, Metro's made a couple adjustments here and has done a nice job.
And, with our sophomores like that, not picking on them, not calling them out on purpose. It's one of those deals like, we want that out now because in conference play, no more.
First and 15.
Fumble
Ball's
again.
on the ground, and now a scramble, and it looks like Prairie Grove got it back.
Call your timeout here, or do you? No, you better not, because you might not get the first down. You let the clock run, you take your shot.
Really, I think he probably just wants to get halftime talk about this. They put the ball on the ground the last couple of drives, and
I can't tell where he fumbled, but it looked like he got the ball from the center, but it's almost like it slipped out after. I don't know. It's hard to tell there.
Ball goes back to the 38-yard line.
I'd blame it on the camera guy, but he's on the back side of the play, so quarterback opens away from him. It's not his fault.
About a second difference between the play clock and the game clock. They're going to have to snap this. Give it to Sims straight ahead, and he's going to get up to the 45, and that's how the first half is going to end. Our score after 2 quarters, Metro Christian 21, Prairie Grove 8. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on Southern Sports Network.
The home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Hi, my name is Michaela.
My name's Jackson, and my family owns Faithful Auto in Farmington, and we love Jesus. Being upfront and honest are part of our core values. You can come see us for your complete auto care. We offer computer diagnostics, brake work, air conditioning service and repair, front end and oil changes. By the way, our computer system uploads your maintenance records to Carfax, so you can take super good care of your car. Have you been in a fender bender? Let us do your collision repair. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, so call for an appointment. We're proud to support the Prairie Grove Tigers. Go Tigers!
The mission statement of Prairie Grove Christian Church is to love God,
Love others, serve others.
And part of the way our church serves the community is through children's programming where they get great biblical instruction in a really fun environment. Part of that is kindergarten through 5th grade. Luke's been involved in our Quest program on Wednesday nights for a while. And Bella is a part of our junior high program as well. Both of these are going to be meeting on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7:30. We also have high school 2240 that will meet in the station on Wednesday nights from 7 to 8:30.
Once you've settled in, we encourage you to attend our First Step class so you can learn a little bit about what we believe and who we are.
Come visit us and be part of our women's groups, men's groups, other small groups that we have, and find your tribe.
Please join us for one of our Sunday morning services at 9 or 10:30.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Realty Mart, licensed in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. Realty Mart is your go-to resource for real estate brokerage services. Look them up at realtymart-usa.com.
Located in downtown Prairie Grove, Prairie Grove Auto and Farm Supply has been serving the community since 1983. They carry a large selection of inventory to keep your automobiles and farm equipment running smoothly year after year. As a local, family-owned auto parts store, they are thankful to this community for 40 great years and look forward to serving you for 40 more. Go Tigers!
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors. Zing Broadband.
Harton Furniture is conveniently located on Highway 62 between Prairie Grove and Farmington. Terry Harton carries staple brands such as Mayo, Best Chair, Ashley, Restonic, and Vaughn Bassett. Terry has over 20 years of experience in the furniture business, and he works hard to keep a well-stocked inventory, but has many more options available through custom orders. So come by and see Terry Harton at Harton's Furniture for all your furniture needs. He'll treat you right.
Drivers LLC is a local family business serving your disposal needs since 2010. We are licensed haulers providing 15-yard dumpsters with prompt and friendly service. Please call us today for a free quote at 479-966-5878. Please like and share us on Facebook. We look forward to serving you soon.
The home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Hi, my name is Michaela.
My name's Jackson, and my family owns Faithful Auto in Farmington, and we love Jesus. Being upfront and honest are part of our core values. You can come see us for your complete auto care. We offer computer diagnostics, brake work, air conditioning service and repair, front end and oil changes. By the way, our computer system uploads your maintenance records to Carfax, so you can take super good care of your car. Have you been in a fender bender? Let us do your collision repair. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, so call for an appointment. We're proud to support the Prairie Grove Tigers. Go Tigers!
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
We are about to start our 21st season of upward basketball and cheerleading, kindergarten through second grade. About 10 years ago, we started watching our grandkids play here, and we've been going to church ever since. It's really fun to watch those little guys go.
They start practicing in December and games are in January, so that's for basketball and cheerleading. So all the boys and girls, just come join us at Prairie Grove Christian Church.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Dumpster Divers LLC is a local family business serving your disposal needs since 2010. We are licensed haulers providing 15-yard dumpsters with prompt and friendly service. Please call us today for a free quote at 479-966-5878. Please like and share us on Facebook. We look forward to serving you soon.
The home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Harton Furniture is conveniently located on Highway 62 between Prairie Grove and Farmington. Terry Harton carries staple brands such as Mayo, Best Chair, Ashley, Restonic, and Vaughn Bassett. Terry has over 20 years of experience in the furniture business, and he works hard to keep a well-stocked inventory, but has many more options available through custom orders. So come by and see Terry Harton at Harton's Furniture for all your furniture needs. He'll treat you right.
Located in downtown Prairie Grove, Prairie Grove Auto and Farm Supply has been serving the community since 1983. They carry a large selection of inventory to keep your automobiles and farm equipment running smoothly year after year. As a local, family-owned auto parts store, they are thankful to this community for 40 great years and look forward to serving you for 40 more. Go Tigers!
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Harton Furniture is conveniently located on Highway 62 between Prairie Grove and Farmington. Terry Harton carries staple brands such as Mayo, Best Chair, Ashley, Restonic, and Vaughn Bassett. Terry has over 20 years of experience in the furniture business, and he works hard to keep a well-stocked inventory, but has many more options available through custom orders. So come by and see Terry Harton at Harton's Furniture for all your furniture needs. He'll treat you right.
Drivers LLC is a local family business serving your disposal needs since 2010. We are licensed haulers providing 15-yard dumpsters with prompt and friendly service. Please call us today for a free quote at 479-966-5878. Please like and share us on Facebook. We look forward to serving you soon.
The home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Hi, my name is Michaela.
My name's Jackson, and my family owns Faithful Auto in Farmington, and we love Jesus. Being upfront and honest are part of our core values. You can come see us for your complete auto care. We offer computer diagnostics, brake work, air conditioning service and repair, front end and oil changes. By the way, our computer system uploads your maintenance records to Carfax, so you can take super good care of your car. Have you been in a fender bender? Let us do your collision repair. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, so call for an appointment. We're proud to support the Prairie Grove Tigers. Go Tigers!
Today's game is brought to you in part by Realty Mart, licensed in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. Realty Mart is your go-to resource for real estate brokerage services. Look them up at realtymart-usa.com.
One reason we chose PGCC is the childcare. The first time we walked in the doors, we knew it was the right place. We knew our children would be taken care of. They were organized. There were safety protocols, and we could go in and enjoy service. So as parents, we knew it was the right choice, and we know that Manny and Cruz enjoy it.
Please join us for one of our Sunday morning services at 9 or 10:30.
You're always welcome at PGC.
Located in downtown Prairie Grove, Prairie Grove Auto and Farm Supply has been serving the community since 1983. They carry a large selection of inventory to keep your automobiles and farm equipment running smoothly year after year. As a local, family-owned auto parts store, they are thankful to this community for 40 great years and look forward to serving you for 40 more. Go Tigers!
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Welcome back to Tulsa. Our halftime score, Metro Christian 21, Prairie Grove 8. Zach Arns alongside Ryan Cook. And Ryan, Prairie Grove's got some work to do here in the second half. They're not going to get the football first, so big opening drive here for the Prairie Grove defense.
It is, and you felt momentum change. You know, we had the turnover on the fourth down, and then you kind of worried a little, but then they turned it over, and we got another chance. And so you felt pretty good about it, but the last 8 minutes, you were talking about those middle 8, the last 8 minutes went from a one-score game to a two-score game, and then almost, it just kept growing. And then they get the ball back. And so now this first 8 minutes, can we keep them out of the end zone, and can we close the gap a little bit?
Yeah.
One score.
Yeah, one score puts you right back in the ballgame, but, maybe something that we haven't quite talked about enough was the injury to Caleb Wilson on the first drive. Since he went down, the running game has been near non-existent.
It has gone down. And without Hubbs here also, who is just that guy that's always a danger to take it deep, they focus in a lot more on, like when Sims comes in. They can focus in a lot more on Edwards on his sweeps. And so you need that. In our wing T, unless you just have a stud, you need everybody to have that role where you're dangerous so that you can't just load up in one spot.
All right, so a couple of things that Prairie Grove's going to need to focus on here in the second half is ball security. Can't put the ball on the turf. That's been kind of one of the bugaboos here in the first half. They got to get some explosive plays going. Possess the football and get some explosive plays.
Our longest play is what? 15?
15 yards, and a couple of personal foul penalties have assisted in some of that. But Prairie Grove's got to get back to that explosion, and that starts with the quarterback, Luke Vance.
It does, and he's a senior. He's a guy who hasn't started before. He's looked pretty good the last couple of weeks against what I would call inferior competition in a way, teams that aren't going to be in the top 4 of their conference. But here you are with a team that's got a winning culture that brings a little bit of heat. So how can he, as a senior, really take that step right now so that he leads the rest of the season in, hey, you can trust me, I can put you on my shoulders, I can lead this team.
We're about to start the second half here. Football fans, mark your calendar. Sunday, October the 8th, as the Southern Sports Network brings you the second annual Victory Bowl. Join SSN live from Indian Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as the best of the minor and Arena League football players of the area from more than 7 states will battle to see who's victorious, who will come out on top. Billy's Goats or London's Legends. Broadcast starts at 2:50 Central Time. Victory Bowl has been partnered with Southern Sports Network on a football game of exciting talent from across the country to raise money for a charitable cause and strengthen the relationship between minor league football and the community. So we're about ready to start. Prairie Grove's going to kick off here. Ball security and maybe a 3-and-out here. Kind of get some momentum going. Prairie Grove played with a lot of emotion early. That kind of that went away there in the second quarter.
It is. I'm looking at the halftime stats here. Hubbard's halftime stats. Both of us got 7-8 first downs. Passing wise, both quarterbacks got a touchdown and an interception for Vance. passing for Metro. He's got 2, but he's got 131 yards. But that's really their offense. Our rushing offense has been decent. It just hasn't gone, like you said, for the big play. So, we might get the same yardage in the game. We might have some of the same deals, but they've hit the big play, and they've capitalized on their possessions. We have not. And that's why you see the difference in scores.
Joe Sims has it teed up. Lynch and Crockett back deep for Metro Christian. Glad to have you along here on the Southern Sports Network. He's Ryan Cook. He's doing all the heavy lifting today. My name is Zach Arns. I'm just kind of hanging out today.
The real heavy lifting was PGCC feeding the guys today before the game.
Yeah.
That was a heavy lifting.
So here we go. Second half underway.
They
Sims
fed
gets
Joe
into
Sims.
it. Bounces at the 13. Across the 20-yard line.
Good job by Braxton right there, Brashears.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Metro Christian. They'll have the ball first until the 26. Jackson Grimes going to come out, bring this Patriots offense out, and this is a big possession here for Prairie Grove. They need to get off the field fast.
Oh, a 3-and-out would be amazing. But just keeping them out of the end zone is the ticket.
Corley Wagner's the running back.
He had a couple good runs. He really did. He looked a lot more proficient.
They're very selective when
bruising.
they run. It's a pass-first offense.
They did a great job when they wanted to milk the clock, though, and try to get, Prairie Grove not to have time. They did a great job. They ended up scoring, so they didn't take as much time as they wanted.
Second half about to begin here. Grimes in the shotgun, Wagner alongside. Grimes will fire near side. Pass to Preston Dixon. He's going to get up to about the 29-yard line. That's about it. We'll call it a 1-yard gain in the first play of the second half. Defended well by Prairie Grove.
Asher Linsdare's first. Luke Vance, David Stevens, and Jace Edwards come and finish it off. But great job by Asher getting there first, getting him on the legs, and holding him up for the Cavalry.
So they're going to give him the 30-yard line, 2-yard pickup. Second down, 8, 30 seconds into the second half. And you feel like Metro Christian's starting to go a little bit slower, slow things down a little bit.
I didn't think they would, though. That's what's weird to me.
This is Wagner.
Luke Bannon.
Chased out of bounds there, 2-yard pickup.
He got stiff-armed to the turf, but he got him down, and that's the difference. Like, if he stiff-arms you like that and then he runs for 6, that's embarrassing. But when you take him down while he stiff-arms you, you did a good job, sir.
They're going to give him the 33, so it's a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd down and 5. Good play there by Bannon to bring him down.
Prairie Grove defensive backs are kind of giving their signals right now of who's going where.
5 wide for Metro Christian. Grimes will throw. Prairie Grove had that defended well, and now Grimes is running. He's got first down yardage to the 40. He's going to run out of bounds at the 43-yard line, and that's going to be enough.
If you
for
replay that,
first down.
I don't know if we have it, but what he was looking for was that out and up again. They saw that on their touchdown run, and this time defended really well. Yeah, we're not able to get back far enough, but the quarterback was staring it down. That's what he wanted, but we did a great job that time of defending it, and then he said, okay, I don't have my guy. I'm going to take off.
1st and 10 for Metro Christian at the 43-yard line. Clock stopped with 11:02 to go. Grimes fires near side. Pass.
Ooh, I thought it hit the turf.
And, he doesn't have the strongest arm in the world. Granted, he's the backup quarterback. But on a couple of those, they've been low.
Yeah, and they float just there. A lot of times those guys, those zip right there. Those passes zip, and they're there fast because that's a quick out. And so you need that ball out there fast. Now, one thing I wonder, our defense is spread all over the field. We're covering the whole field. You have what you want with defensive backs really spread out, only 3 down linemen, and 1 inside linebacker practically. I can't believe they don't run it more.
They are not. I don't know. First time I've seen them in person, they don't. It's a pass-first offense. They just don't run the football. Here's
and
Grimes.
Kids love it.
Grimes. He's got Goodman at the 41-yard line. He's down the sidelines, 25, and he's going to be tackled. Jace Edwards makes the stop.
That's why, right? You just keep passing.
Yeah, you just keep throwing it. So now Prairie Grove going to have to stiffen. 10:49 to go, third quarter.
Here's the play. And that's just going to be a second move. Inside linebacker trying to guard a running back there, and he's not able to.
Ball placed at the 20-yard line.
you know, in one of those deals we talk about, like, just different philosophies. You know, we try to run people down. We bruise them up until they get tired in the end. Well, they're going to just run you out of gas because you're going to chase them all night long. You're going to run routes that, you know, normally we're not chasing that many routes. So, and we don't really have the depth to bring in a second guy to give a breather. Like, you can't get a series off here. You're going to play both ways most times. You're not going to get a breather.
5-yard penalty moves the ball to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 5. 10:49 to go. Grimes in the shotgun as Wagner alongside. This is Corley Wagner. He's got first down yardage. He's going to get down to about the 6-yard line, and it'll be a first down for Metro Christian.
I think I'd be doing that all night long.
Yeah, they got a nice little push there on the left side of that offensive line.
Great block. I think Grimes thought it was a touchdown. He had his hands up like, hey, this one's 6. We did a good job tackling and getting Wagner down, but there was a lot of room right there for him.
First and goal, ball at the 6, clock running, 10:40 to go.
I don't think the center should be able to drop his butt like that and look all the way back. That whole, like, if there's movement not allowed, then when they all do it in unison and turn around and look, that shouldn't be either.
Wagner. He's going to get close to the goal line. Prairie Grove had it well defended, just couldn't get him down. It's going to wind up being a 5-yard pickup down to the 1.
Luke Vance finishes him off, but there's several guys there that were getting to him.
Second down, goal to go. Clock goes under 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, I don't mind the line looking right there, but once they turn around and get a hand down on the ground, there should not be the ability to turn around and look back with your hand on the ground. You also could quick snap that dude and really catch some people off guard.
Wagner on the pitch. He's going to get into the end zone for the Metro Christian touchdown, and they'll extend their lead to 27-8 with 9:39 to go here in the third quarter.
There's that worst-case scenario you were talking about, the middle 8.
Yeah, that's a new Barich term here in coaching, is that middle 8s is trying to get 2 touchdowns in that middle 8, which Metro Christian has just done, and now they've taken a 14 or 6-point lead, turned it into a 19-point lead. I was told there would be no math. Connor Cavanaugh to try the extra point. Kicks on the way. And good. So our new score with 9:39 to go in the third quarter. Metro Christian 28, Prairie Grove 8. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on the Southern Sports Network.
Harton Furniture is conveniently located on Highway 62 between Prairie Grove and Farmington. Terry Harton carries staple brands such as Mayo, Best Chair, Ashley, Restonic, and Vaughn Bassett. Terry has over 20 years of experience in the furniture business, and he works hard to keep a well-stocked inventory, but has many more options available through custom orders. So come by and see Terry Harton at Harton's Furniture for all your furniture needs. He'll treat you right.
28-8 our score. Back deep for Prairie Grove. Alex Martinez, Jace Edwards.
And it's good getting Martinez some reps here. Hopefully he coached up at halftime and they told him, hey, we go forward.
Storms
if you're Joe Adams, maybe, but until then, go forward.
There's Jace Edwards at the 14. Across the 20. Finds a little seam, 25 across the 30-yard line. Prairie Grove will start with good field position.
I like that return right there. There was a good little seam there in the middle. I kept kind of waiting to see if it would close, and it didn't. And then once he got in there, it did. So good job by Metro.
Join Lynn and Ryan next week. Conference opener against Pea Ridge. Blackhawks' first trip to Tiger Stadium as conference foes. Quite some time. Southern Sports Countdown to Kickoff starts at 6:30 p.m. 7 p.m. is kickoff. Available on PG Tigers Online and YouTube or the Southern Sports Network app. So now you've got a big answer drive here. Vance will bring the offense out. Prairie Grove needs some points. 1st and 10.
Going to be that quick sweep right there to Asher Lynn. It's going to go nowhere. And it's not a bad job by the offense. It's a great job by Metro defense right there, just stretching it out and getting enough guys there.
Bring up 2nd down and 10. I think if you're Prairie Grove here, you just got to find something that works. The offense, again, first drive, great, up and down the field. Since then, it's kind of been a stop and start, and they're going to go out of the shotgun here. Trips formation, 3 will come near side.
Whoa, come on, guys.
Flags down, and we're going to get a false start against Prairie Grove. The penalty's been somewhat detrimental here.
Well, that's one of those deals we don't run it a lot. We still got a guy in motion. Quarterback's got to know. Vance is talking to the white hat, but your guy's moving forward, and you snap the ball, it's can't do it.
Ball goes back to the 27-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down, 15.
You know, and to pass to get back into this game is scary because they play the pass every day.
Yeah, and it's not what Prairie Grove does naturally. They're kind of a body blows team. We haven't started the play clock yet. There we go. They're going to go out of the shotgun with 5 wide receivers. Here's Vance running near side.
I don't mind that play right there. I'd love to see a little bit more openness there. I'd love to see us pass once or twice out of that so that they were thinking pass, because I don't think they knew that it was going to be pass. Vance actually loses his helmet. He's going to go out. Alex Absher will step in. He's backup quarterback. Junior, guy that saw a little playing time last year as far as like special teams and stuff like that, and a little bit of split in rotation. This year, he's in the rotation. Full-time defense, split in on offense.
So 3rd down, 14. Absher, he'll go under center. Clock running 8:10 to go. Absher going to throw. And he did get it away.
Hit a lineman.
No flag down, so now it's going to bring up 4th down and 14, and I'd imagine, here comes the punt team.
Should have punted earlier. I wish we would have punted earlier. I think that changed a little bit of the game there. It just didn't feel like us, and it felt like it gave them a little bit more hope.
Caden Goodman's going to drop back deep for Metro Christian.
New punter this week, number 68. Is that Anjanette?
Jason Anjanette in to kick. First time tonight, first punt for Prairie Grove tonight. And now we've got whistles. And Prairie Grove's going to take a timeout. 8:02 to go in the 3rd quarter, 28-8 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on Southern Sports Network.
Drivers LLC is a local family business serving your disposal needs since 2010. We are licensed haulers providing 15-yard dumpsters with prompt and friendly service. Please call us today for a free quote at 479-966-5878. Please like and share us on Facebook. We look forward to serving you soon.
Hey, follow Southern Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok for score standings, great exclusive content each and every week. So 4th down, 14. Yeah, I still haven't gotten used to that. It's just weird.
This sounds like a drug.
It does. It does.
Which maybe Twitter is
in a lot
drug.
Of for some people, it probably is.
I spend a lot of time on there, so.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to. It's hard not to. My wife hates it.
All right, so Prairie Grove will punt it. Anjanette back in to try the kick. Goodman will put his heels at the 41-yard line. First punt of the night for Prairie Grove. Snap's good. Anjanette gets it away. It's a low line drive. It's going to hit at the 47. Goodman takes it at the 39. And Prairie Grove will wrap him up at the 46, and that's where Metro Christian will take control. And look, if you have designs on getting back in the game, it starts right here.
That's right. Allen that time on the tackle along with Absher and Blake Carrin. And so, yeah, this is where you got to make a stand. If you want your chance, you're only down 20. You're 3 scores. But, you know, still, if you want your chance to look good and it not just be miraculous, do something here. Now, in our defense, Metro's not a team that runs the clock really, really well because they like to pass. But we've seen them run the ball effectively tonight when they needed to.
Grimes will bring him up, 1st and 10, ball at the 46-yard line. This is Wagner. Get to midfield into Prairie Grove territory. And they've had a lot of success running off that left side.
They have. Vance with the stick that time. Good hit. Didn't get him down immediately, but he stayed with it and got him down. But they have. They do a kind of like a it's not like a pin and pull, but there's so much space there. If you can just get that one good down block, there's a lane there, a natural lane like you said.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down 4. Grimes fires, pass complete, 40-yard line.
Ball. Oh, what? That's a quick replay, that one. That was a quick play. Now, maybe his knee hit and I just didn't see it, but it looked like he was laying on top of the player. See right here, number 10 sets down there. Maybe a knee hit, but it looked like it was just his feet. Now, the knees were on the other side of the player.
It's 1st down 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Hit the 7-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, that's okay. I started to say that guy moved.
They stemmed, drew the right tackle into that's the kicker, Storms.
He knows he did. He shook his head. Yeah, I know.
And that one's on me.
I'll learn.
The clock will stop for just a moment here, and those are the kind of Prairie Grove. Look, Metro's given them opportunities.
Yeah,
Prairie Grove just hadn't taken advantage of them just yet.
And really, Prairie Grove's kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit. It's not like they just completely got beat. Metro's run some great plays. They're solid.
Grimes complete far side. That's Guest, 40-yard line. He's going to get back close to the line of scrimmage. Maybe
looks like a hold right there with a penalty marker.
Yep, let's see what's
kind of in that area.
See what that is.
But, Prairie, like you said, the defense hasn't played bad. We just kind of shot ourselves on the foot on offense.
They've been putting some bad spots tonight.
They have been, and they have. And that's, a lot of that's the offense not doing their job to sustain drives.
So it's a holding call against Metro Christian. They'll mark it off from the 40-yard line. They'll put it back at the 50, and it's going to bring up, my math isn't what it used to be, it'll bring 1st and 22. Line to makes the 28.
Sorry to say, did you look at the board for that? Or
no, they said 1st and 17, so.
I saw you looking over there.
Well,
I was like, come on, man.
I'm doing the mental gymnastics.
It's from the 50. It's from the 50. It's got to be easier.
Look, math was never my thing. So they wind the clock. Now 1st and 22. Ball in midfield. Prairie Grove shows blitz. Now they back out of it. This is Wagner. 45-yard line slips down. It's going to be about a 7-yard pickup. Turf Monster got him. And it'll bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 15.
Bryson did a good job trying to get to it right there, but in the end, Turf got him because he made a move to get past Braxton.
Put it down at the 44.
We've got some fresh legs in there. I see a couple of clean white jerseys. Travis Stearman's little boys in there playing outside linebacker on that far side. Burrell's back in at inside linebacker.
This is a big down here. If you can get them into 3rd and long, you got a chance. Lynch, the running back. Grimes fires, pass complete at the 35-yard line. Boy, it's going to be close.
He did a great job catching that ball, getting down, turning, squaring up, and making the yardage. We had guys there. They just didn't make the tackle.
I think they're going to give him the 1st down. It's going to be Easton Wagenblatt on the catch. They do give him the 1st down with 5:39 to go.
So close there. Because where he made the catch was not a 1st down. It was that second effort, that yards after catch, that really made the difference there.
1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at the 28-yard line. Grimes fires near side. Pass complete inside the 20-yard line. That's Preston Dixon again.
For a backup quarterback, he does a really good job.
Yeah, and next week he'll probably be catching passes rather than throwing them.
That's a senior athlete right there.
Move the chains, set it up at the 17-yard line, 16-yard line, and it's a 1st and 10. Clock stopped with 5:13 to go. Pass complete.
We've seen that exact
it's the same
route.
Play. That's Dixon again. They run the bubble with the inside receiver. The outside receiver runs the hook, and
we had not they said 1st down. I thought they said touchdown. I was like, what? We just haven't adjusted to that. I mean, which again, they're keeping it in front of us, and that's one thing that we want. But They're picking up first down every time with it. They're going to eventually get it in.
So first and goal, ball at the 4. Wagner alongside Jackson Grimes. Grimes is going to throw. Fires on the slant, pass knocked away.
Good job, Braxton Brashears right there.
With the PBU. Stops the clock with 4:41 to go. And look, Prairie Grove needs they need a sudden change here.
Braxton's on this near side out of the screen, and they'll run a little slant with it. There he is. He just breaks on the ball. He's such a quick kid.
Yeah, it's a tough play to defend.
See a pass to him. He also plays split end. We have not thrown a pass his way in about 2 weeks. I want to see a chance. He's a very fast kid. He's quick. He's got good hands. I would love to see a pass down the field to him. I think you'll see it in conference play.
Second and goal, ball at the 4. Grimes rolling near side. Grimes in the corner of the end zone. Pass is caught. Touchdown. It's Dixon again.
That was a great play call right there. Great execution, too. Braxton's close to there. Dude catches it with his feet on the corner of the end zone. He might even have stepped into the – nope. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Great execution.
And it's a hard play to defend because the ball is literally out of bounds. And your guy's the only one that can catch it. So Connor Cavanaugh comes on to try the extra point.
You're hoping they run out of real estate, and he did not.
Cavanaugh perfect on the night. Dixon will hold. Snap's good. Kicks on the way.
Looked like we had a guy through there, but it still went through.
So it's 4:35 to go here in the third quarter. Our new score, Metro Christian 35, Prairie Grove 8. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on Southern Sports Network.
The home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
.435 to go here in the third quarter. Prairie Grove going to get the ball back here. Martinez and Jace Edwards back deep. Storms has it teed up.
Bannon on the return.
Bannon at the 16 across the 20. And he's going to go down at about the 23-yard line. And that's where Prairie Grove will take over. And here, 27-point deficit here. You just got to get some positive things going.
I started to say, now it's just about executing. Can we execute our brand of football? Because now it's not always about hitting a big home run right now. It's about executing your offense, getting your momentum and your confidence back, because next week you got to play again. Bigger game, closer to home, maybe conference.
Vance in at quarterback.
Edwards. It looked like our pulling guard missed his block right there, if I had to guess. He was looking for someone, and the guy slipped in underneath.
It's a gain of maybe half a yard in. It looks like they're going to put him down to the 22, so gain of 0 on that. Now Prairie Grove's just got to find something that works. Yeah, they had some things going on the first drive of the game. Since then, this Metro Christian defense has really played well. 2nd and 10.
Sims.
Yep, here comes Sims straight ahead. Hurdles a guy, 30-yard line, still going. First down, Prairie Grove out to the 38-yard line.
Got a little extracurriculars right there. But good job by Briers. He was a guy I called out last play for kind of, I didn't know if he missed it, but I didn't see him blocking towards the end of the play. That time, he took his guy all the way past the ball. So great job. Glad he didn't pick up a flag, but great job.
So they put it at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10. Prairie Grove's first down of the second half. Sims, the fullback. Here comes the sweep.
Good job
Edwards,
by Jace.
Nice play there. Jace Edwards close to first down yardage. Looks like he's got it out to the 48-yard line. They're going to say move the chains, and it's first down for Prairie Grove.
They blitzed that backside linebacker right through our pulling guard spot. So Jace was in the backfield and said, uh-oh, got to get out of here. There's no time to wait, and then did a great job kind of weaving his way through the blocking and the Metro players right there.
So first down 10. This is Sims looking for a hole. He's going to get into Metro territory, dragging tacklers to the 45-yard line before he's finally pushed back.
You know he loves that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I put everybody on my shoulders right there and carried him 5 yards.
Look, that's a fullback stream right there. I mean, you're just dragging guys with you. So we get 6 on first down, brings up second down and 4.
Uh-oh. You got a guy kind of bending over a little bit. They're going to give him a substitute.
It's Michael Reed. He looks like he may have taken a shot to the solar plexus. So I expect to see him back shortly.
Even for the young guys, that hurts.
Oh, yeah. Second down 4. Here comes Sims.
Nice little sidestep that time by Sims, and then just downhill.
He's a little more nimble than he, I mean, he's a big dude.
He is.
But he is a lot more nimble with his feet than maybe he appears.
Briars that time had a pancake block right there that made that hole.
Sims going to check out. Bray coming back in. We go under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And this is, I think, what Prairie Grove thought they were going to be able to do all night.
And really probably should have stuck to a little bit before.
Third down 1. They're going to try the sweep. It's Edwards. Nice little sidestep. And, boy, it's going to be close. Let's see where they put it down. I don't think he got there. It's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
Can you go with the quarterback right up the middle this time? They've seen it once. You should be able to get it every time. What I would love to see, Joe Sims behind him, and then you just have Joe push your quarterback forward so that if the quarterback didn't get it, Joe was going to get it no matter what.
David Stevens is checked in for Prairie Grove. Clock running, 1:12 to go here in the quarter. Play clock at 12. Shears is checked in. They come out quickly. Try to sweep again.
Got to get forward, Colin.
It's going to depend on the mark. I think he's going to get it.
Boy, he about didn't. That's a sophomore. You know, he's not as field aware, but I was like, dude, you better get upfield.
Yeah, Cochran with the carry. And, he found what he could, and he got the 1 yard, which is enough to move the chains and give Prairie Grove a first down. They'll scrimmage from the 41-yard line.
Metro didn't think he got there.
He was. I thought he got there. Actually, I thought he got another half yard forward, but it is enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily with 53 seconds. There's the quick pitch.
Blake once again.
Yep, he'll get to about the 40-yard line. Yeah, they've had that play set up a couple times, and that one just didn't get to the outside.
Metro's done a great job of defending that play. They're fast to the ball on the outsides. What I like is that we're running some different guys in here and we've got to develop the depth for the conference season with Hubs out.
Right.
And so Blake's a guy that normally wouldn't play as much here, but he's getting the PT.
Vance to throw. Now he's going to run. Nope, going to throw it off. Nice. 35-yard line.
Great job by Vance that time.
Yeah, a lot of improvisation. It was Bray with the reception. They're going to give him the 33-yard line. And, that toss pitch, and I know I'm dating myself here, but they used to run a lot with Logan Bartholomew. They'd get to the corner. Logan was so fast by the time, the defense knew where the ball was, he was around the corner.
Well, you did date yourself there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the end of the third quarter. Our score, Metro 35, Prairie Grove 8. Ryan and I will be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on Southern Sports Network.
The story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball. But as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Welcome back to Tulsa Metro Christian High School, 35-8 our score. Prairie Grove with a nice little march going on here.
Yeah, we're running the ball again very well. We're getting the push. We're getting the seams. We're running hard. And that's the things that we kind of were missing there in the middle of the game. It's almost like our confidence level was down. We had a new lineman in as far as at center. Then we had a new guard in for a second. Then we have a new running back in. And so it's like, all right, when are we going to get those reps? Vance wasn't doing the senior quarterback job controlling the team there and keeping the ball safe. Now you start seeing a little bit of that come together. Get you a couple of these drives, get you a couple scores. Defense will be encouraged. Defense hopefully steps up, make it a ball game, and that puts you into next week a lot better.
Elijah Sugg is checked in at the fullback spot.
There's another sophomore getting some PT in the backfield.
1st and 10.
Ball's
on the ground. It looks like Prairie Grove fell on it.
Almost fell for the first down.
Almost. It's going to be real close. They're going to mark that thing at the 30.5. That's enough for a first down.
That is not the way to get a first down, but it'll work.
Look, at this point,
we'll take it.
You take the first down.
I don't even know if the quarterback ever had it in his hand.
And some of that's, your starting center's out. Alex Martinez checking into the ball game here. Comes Sugg. It's a little nifty little move there. We get to the 26-yard line. He's got some wheels on him.
He does. He's a great runner, but like I said, he's a little high, and that's why you saw him flip over that guy, because he's tall. He's strong. He's tall, and he's a great runner. But it's like, I'd love to see him almost out in space, but he runs so hard. He's great up in between the tackles too. But if the defense is smart, they get him low, they're going to get him, down like that. So
4-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 6. Clock running at 11 minutes to go. And they're going to try the wing back reverse. And they got Asher Lynn on the run. Inside the 10, Asher Lynn going to be knocked down at the 5-yard line.
He didn't really know where to go there for a second when he turned the corner. He finally found Steven, that's his lead block, and read him and did a great job following him and almost got 6.
I know Lynn's at home watching this, but every time they ran that play back years and years ago, it was always to Bobby Cat. And you hear Bobby Cat, Bobby Cat.
Bobby Cat. I can still remember that. I still hear that in my dreams sometimes.
So do I. 1st and goal, ball at the 5-yard line. Good run there by Asher Lynn. Here's Sugg straight ahead. He is going to be met at the 2-yard line. There you go, just kind of banging away here.
I like the play. Again, you see Sugg get hit and go down like that because he's still a little tall. I'm going to keep telling him until he listens to me. You fall forward on that play. You got your shoulder pads over your toes. You fall forward on that play, you might score.
Alex Absher is checked in. Suggs the fullback, Jason Edwards the running back, Asher Lynn the wingback. Here comes Edwards. And he's going to hop into the end zone for the Prairie Grove touchdown.
Well, that's not what Lynn would say.
Sorry. Hey, give him 6.
Another touchdown
touchdown sponsored by PG Telco.
I hope Lynn enjoyed that one.
Hey, the hole was good.
It was great. Sugg had room to go to and is able to get a block. So great job by the O-line that time.
So Prairie Grove going to go for 2. Sims is checked in at the fullback spot.
Whoa. I don't know what happened there.
Looks like an error on the exchange.
Yeah, something looked off there. Yeah, it was supposed to be a reverse, but it didn't happen. It's like it hit his back of his arm or something, and not in the pocket. Does make it an 11-point, or a 21-point ball game though.
Hey, one or two lightning strikes, and you're right back in this thing. Join Lynn and Ryan next week's conference opener against Pea Ridge. Blackhawks' first trip to Tiger Stadium as conference foe in quite some time. The Southern Sports Countdown to Kickoff starts at 6:30 p.m. Kickoff's at 7. Available on PG Tigers Online, YouTube, or the Southern Sports Network
You
app.
talk about the lightning strikes. We haven't thrown it deep. And in previous years, we always took some shots because we always knew to get guys out of the box, we had to make them honor the deep ball. Even when we didn't have just a Dylan Sainer or someone or a quarterback that could just throw a home run, we still took the shots because that's the only way sometimes against a team like us to get guys out of the box. I haven't seen it tonight.
All right, Coach, how daring are you going to get here? You going to go onside?
No, I don't. I play it. I play it and let my defense be encouraged by my offensive play there. I kick it deep. I can make the tackle. I get a stop and I get a punt. And then I take a shot from the 50 or the 40. That's my call.
Knowlton Harmon back deep along with Sankey Lynch. Sims has it teed up. And they sure are. They're going to try the onside kick.
It worked.
Prairie Grove's got the football.
It worked.
So you talk about the lightning strikes. Here
There's
you go.
Your lightning strike. We gained a possession there. Metro gained one in the first half. We gained one in the second.
And watch the hop. I mean, this is a perfect onside kick.
Yeah,
you get the bounce
over the guy.
Yep. Couldn't ask for anything better. Prairie Grove's there to make the recovery, and now
take a shot. Take a shot. I want a shot
you're
bad.
You're in sudden change territory here.
Sudden change territory. Explain that one to me. I haven't heard that phrase.
On a play like this, defenses will start yelling sudden change, which means just what you're saying, which is you take the shot right after a play like this, a sudden change in momentum.
Okay.
Prairie Grove's got the football, 1st and 10, ball at the 44-yard line, Vance to throw. And there's your shot, looking for Sugg. Oh my gosh.
Man, what
an athletic play.
Ball.
Yeah, Vance went down. Vance went down hard.
If he could just come up with that one, that was great.
And if Vance had been able to just sort of follow through, he took a shot as soon as he got rid of it. If he'd been able to follow through, that ball may have cleared the safety.
Well, that's what I wanted. I wanted that shot. And really, like you said, he gets a second to stand in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That shot's over the head. Sugg has that one. That one may be 20, 10, 6.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. And look, at this point, it's 4-down territory from this point out. Prairie Grove's got to get 6 on this drive just to keep hope alive. They'll spread it out again, 4 wide receivers. Vance has Bray alongside. Not much there.
I wonder how the line's mentality is when we go to the shotgun and we start throwing. We ran out of it that time, but it's almost like we retreat and have a lot more holes.
3-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 13, and
it's not something we're used to.
Right. Now, this is clearly 4-down territory. This is, get half of this and take your shot here on 4th down if you have to. 15 on the play clock. Joe Sims is now checked in at the running back spot. Stevens, Edward, and Brashears will come near side. Vance to throw. And he's in trouble.
Sims had
Gets
to pick
away.
That guy up. Now that
one
was not. That's going to get you a penalty probably, right? Because he's in the pocket and it didn't cross the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's see what the white hat does.
But is it not?
He's got his flag out.
He didn't cross. He didn't throw it back to the existing line of scrimmage. And he was in the pocket still. He didn't meet the criteria, sir.
So it's going to be 4th down.
And mate,
the pass protection's been a little spotty tonight at times.
Very. Not at times, very.
Vance has been on the run a lot tonight. So this
Sims could have picked that guy up that was blitzing that time.
4th down, 13. Nice catch there by Vance. In and out of the hands of Stevens. As Prairie Grove's going to turn it over.
It wouldn't have been a 1st down anyways.
They're running a flood. Throwing to the short guys, not exactly what you needed there. Your best chance is really on 1st down.
Yes. And if the line does just a second longer, I think Sugg gets that ball on the run. I love the shot. I probably would have gone to my running game afterwards and picked up, closed in and got to that 4th and 5 so that I could have opened up my tight end dump and stuff like that. But
changes for Metro Christian. Kincaid Eng has checked in at the quarterback spot.
So changes also on defense. I see Ty Slaughter. I see 45. I don't know who that is for Prairie Grove. Let's take a look here. That's not even on the list. So we're good.
Sounds like somebody left their jersey back in Prairie Grove.
Stearman's going to
Wagenblatt. He's going to get into Prairie Grove territory with his second catch of the ball game.
Martinez, again, that's just an experience on his part. The play wasn't over. He didn't want to get I hit someone out of bounds and picked up the penalty, so he slows down. Well, that guy just stiff arms it down the ground. Can't do that. You make sure he steps out of bounds. You borderline do hit him out of bounds late because you made sure. 66, Jimmy Navarrete is on the field for the Tigers.
Young guys starting to get some playing time. This is Lynch. He's got room across the 40-yard line, 35. Lynch inside the 30. Run out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It'll be enough for a Metro 1st down.
Number 3, Cade Patton runs him out of bounds.
So both teams now substituting freely as we wind towards the 8-minute mark. Next week, Pea Ridge comes to town for the conference opener.
That's big.
It's going to be a huge game. Bray Cook, former Razorback lineman, Harbor alum, leading that program, kind of getting them back in gear after a nice run at the end of the last decade, but they've been down for a couple years.
That switch to the 5A was tough.
Yeah, it is. This is inside the 20-yard line. That's number 16, Knowlton Harmon.
Isaiah Moss on the tackle, another sophomore getting some reps in here. He's a speedy guy. Played quarterback last year for the junior high team. You could see him probably at quarterback, in a blowout. But he's a wide receiver this year and a safety and a guy that you want on the field. An athlete, just an amazing athlete. Pea Ridge is a big game because it kind of sets the tone. We're trying to figure out where we stand in the 4. Really, with Shiloh, we're trying to figure out where we stand with the next 3.
Pass complete across the 10-yard line and into, looks like they're going to mark him down to about the 7-yard line. You talk about the 5A West. I've had eyes on Harrison and Farmington in our first 2 weeks, and Harrison is a big physical team, as you might expect. We'll see where Farmington is with the injury to Cameron Van Zandt. They much different team without him at the quarterback spot.
Well, where Pea Ridge is at, they weren't in the conversation before, but I think now they believe they're in that conversation for the 3 after Pea Ridge too. So I think next week's a big game because it tells you who's going to be there really. Out of us and them, who's going to be in that 3.
2nd and 1, ball to 7. This is Harmon. Harmon's going to get into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
He put the moves on that time. That was a great run. That little stutter step stop about broke the ankles of Moss.
So Metro, another touchdown here, makes it 41-14, stretches the lead back to 27. They'll bring on Connor Cavanaugh to try the extra point here. Prairie Grove dealing with some injuries, and you have to wait and see what Caleb Wilson, what his status is. When things really, kind of got bogged down when he went down in the middle of that offensive line.
And with the reps, Trey's gotten better and better. We actually put together a pretty good drive right there with Trey.
They're going to try a fake. This is Dixon racing for the corner, and he fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, he fumbled it. Ogle was there, and number 63, I think that's Eli Stanley. Nope, that was Jackson Pierce and Maddox Ogle able to get him out of bounds there, or get him to fumble it out of bounds.
So our score was 7-17 to go in the ball game. Metro 41, Prairie Grove 14. We'll be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on SSN.
Hi, my name is Michaela.
7:17 to go in the ball game. Storms kickoff coming to the far side. Hits at the 25-yard line. It's going to go out of bounds.
So you better be careful there, Jason. Make sure he goes out of bounds. That's a live ball.
That's one of those, if you don't decide to field it, you hope and pray it rolls out of bounds. But Prairie Grove's going to get good field position at the 35-yard line. And not real thrilled with the fake up 27.
Yeah, put that one in your notebook if you ever play him again.
Yeah, I know a few coaches around the state. That's the kind of thing that gets your quarterback, gets him an extra shot at some point.
All right, let's see. I see Aiden East coming in. Absher is at quarterback. Right tackle is going to be number 50. That is Tylen Laycock.
Prairie Grove going deep into the bench.
Absher just takes off running. I think he fumbled the snap that time. I think he was trying to pull out to give to one of his guys quickly and just didn't grab a hold of it. Got to have the ball before he can do anything there.
So he gets 2 out of it. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
I think we have a new center into the game.
Absher is going to throw. Now he's going to take off and run. Now he'll throw it. Looking for Sugg.
Sugg was going to go block because he thought Absher was running. We do have a new center in now. That's number 63, Jackson Pierce. I also see number 59 in. That's Jose Aguirre. You say you're probably better at that one. A-G-U-I. Aguirre. Okay.
I got you. 6:47 to go.
I know my limitations.
About an hour and 45 minutes home. You going to be going over this in your head on the way home?
No.
Okay, good for you.
You flush this one. You flush this one. You get better for next week. Focus goes to P Ridge now. Cade Patton will split out near side.
And we've got flags down.
We weren't ready.
Just a little anxious. Back them up 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12 with 6:45 to go.
Blake Coran at the halfback position. Sugg at fullback. Trying to get all of our linemen in. I think Bromley's in at left tackle.
A lot of young guys in for Prairie Grove right now. And this is going to be one of those learning experiences.
And we need it. We need the depth building.
Absher on the roll. Pass complete.
It's Blake.
Offering across the 35. A couple of yards on the pickup. It's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 8. Clock running, 6:20 to go.
He's going to leave him on the field, too. Keep getting your reps. If not, we're going to let him score anyways. The thought process there, it doesn't matter now, the score, so go get you one. It's a long 4th down, though.
This will be 4th down and 8. Absher with the play fake, going to throw. He's got a man.
Oh.
And I think we're going to get a flag and a 1st down. So
yeah, for sure.
For Asher Lynn, and you'll get the pass interference and the free 15 yards and a 1st down.
It would be different if y'all were kind of like running together and your feet got tripped up, but it almost was like you were getting beat and your feet got tripped up. You know what I'm saying? Like he ran across the guy. It wasn't like he was running with the guy.
Yeah, he hooked him, and look, if you spin him around, you're going to get called for it. I don't care what league you play in. You spin a guy around, you're going to get called for it. So with 5:54 to go, Prairie Grove will get the 1st down. Ball will be placed at the 48 of Metro Christian. Next week, as we mentioned,
number 7 ran the play in that time. Grayson Shelton, first time into the game. We had guards pulling the wrong direction that time and hit each other.
A lot of young guys out there right now, and just kind of getting their first action. To be honest, first varsity action.
You hate that for them though, because that's on film. That's like a butt fumble.
That's one of those that when you go watch the film tomorrow, that's one of those you just kind of close your eyes.
Oh man! But like I said before, get it out now.
Yeah,
because we may need you very shortly. We're an injury away from you in the ball game.
2nd down 10. Absher with the pitch. Room to the near side. It's Cothran. And he's going to get knocked down at the 39-yard line. It's going to be real close to 1st down yardage. We'll see. Yeah, looks like they're going to mark him down about a half yard short. Good play there. A little option.
I love the option look right there because you've got a good, strong, hard-running fullback right there. You've got a quarterback who, I would say he's of mind really well there. And you got Blake on the outside. So line did their job. Looked good.
So 3rd down 1. Sugg straight ahead, and I don't know.
I don't think he got it, but the problem was him and the quarterback ran into each other there.
That'll bring up 4th down.
I don't know if Absher stepped into the play or if Sugg just didn't allow the room, but just a bad mesh point there.
May have lost a quarter of a yard or something like that. It's line to make is in between the 39 and the 38.
I'm going 4:27 read.
Okay.
So they're going to go one set. 27 read.
Yep, there you go. 1st down.
We got good backfield guys that can block that up. It's a simplified blocking scheme for the guard and tackle. Stay, switch, or cross is probably what they call it. I like it, especially with not a lot of you don't have the big guys up front here. You got guys that you can move a little bit.
3-yard pickup gets the 1st down. Clock continues to run. Prairie Grove's got the football. Here's Absher.
A lot of pressure on him,
Sugg.
though.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a point of emphasis here. If the passing game is going to be part of what you have going forward, they're going to have to button that up a little bit as the opponents get a little bit better.
And you got to be able to throw the ball, but at the same time, that's not what we do. That's not what we practice as often. We practice running the ball, and so we're getting heads downhill, shoulders over toes, and we're moving guys. That's different with your pass blocking.
2nd and 10.
Blake.
Coffrin, yep, he's got room. 30-yard line,
read
first
his block
down.
There, though.
You're going to give him the.
Did you see the hole right there?
Yeah, we all saw it.
I mean, it's easier from up here.
Oh,
don't get me wrong.
absolutely. It's a whole lot easier up here. Ball's going to be placed at the 25. It's first down. Drive will continue. Clock stops momentarily with 3:28 to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove trying to get one last touchdown on the board. We're heading back to Northwest Arkansas. Absher going to go down at the 28-yard line. They're going to say that he was down, although the ball came loose.
Goodness gracious. 1, sell your fake better, because that guy might go for the guy that you're faking it to. 2, don't aim through the line so fast. We got to really be careful there. We're going to get someone hurt.
Not sure why the clock has stopped. There it goes.
They're trying to get a couple extra reps in. Hey, you know what? Really, like some people will be like, "Well, let's just go home." But I'm thinking, I want these guys to get the reps.
Yeah, I mean, you want to end on a positive note. Put something on film. And look, you get the ball, you want to score. I mean, a lot of these guys may not see time next week or the week after, or anything like that. So yeah.
But they're one injury away, and that's why I keep telling a lot of these young guys that they started last year. You're one injury away from being very, very important. Quick pass, incomplete. They think they caught it, but everybody's saying it's skipped on the ground.
So it'll be 3rd down, 17 to go. 2:45 to go in the ball game.
Hard to see there.
Connor says it was down, so I'll go with him. He's got good eyes. I can't see anything.
Put the binoculars on.
Have to.
Lynn used to carry him, but now he doesn't anymore. He's just like, you call it.
He's a young man. 3rd down, 17. Absher to throw. That ball's intercepted. It's Wagenblatt, and he's got green turf in front of him. Absher's is the only Tiger in the way. Wagenblatt inside the 10, touchdown, Metro.
There you go again on a 3rd down and long with a play fake. You don't need it. Nobody believes it, even if it's just the way you do things. But then the second part of it, he didn't allow for that running back to get outside of the defensive player, and he didn't throw it over him. He shortened it, but he was under duress too. So, get the reps, get better.
Let's see what they do here. They've sent the kicking team out to try the extra point. Who knows? Connor Cavanaugh is the kicker. They tried the 2-point conversion last time, or the fake. That wasn't good. 2:29 to go in the ball game.
Do you get any kind of style points for not kicking one, I guess? I mean, for trying to get that 2-point conversion? It's just one thing that you haven't checked off the list tonight?
They're going to reset the play clock, which should hit 0.
Well, that was nice of them for him. That's a helpful thing for the hometown.
Snap's good. Kick's on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 2:29 to go in the ballgame. Metro 48, Prairie Grove 14. We'll be right back. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on SSN.
My name's Jackson, and my family owns Faithful Auto in Farmington, and we love Jesus. Being upfront and honest are part of our core values. You can come see us for your complete auto care. We offer computer diagnostics, brake work, air conditioning service and repair, front end and oil changes. By the way, our computer system uploads your maintenance records to Carfax, so you can take super good care of your car. Have you been in a fender bender? Let us do your collision repair. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, so call for an appointment. We're proud to support the Prairie Grove Tigers. Go Tigers!
2:29 to go in the ballgame. My apologies to Cameron, our director tonight. This is what happens when you get old. I want to say hi to Scott Sugg, who's watching back at Prairie Grove. Used to always tell him that whenever, if you had a chance to hand the ball to his son Nick, it was like getting a chance to date Kate Upton. It's a good idea. Kick's going to come down to the 20-yard line. Alex Martinez picks it up, and now he's in trouble.
Backwards running again. He's got to straighten that out.
To the 16-yard line, and that's where Prairie Grove will take over.
You're talking about Nick Sugg, one of our best math teachers in the junior high.
Nick was always a lot smarter than everybody.
Well, yeah.
Like we'd go to him. We'd go to him to ask questions.
He married up. He's got a couple kids.
Yeah. God, you're making me feel old. You are making me feel really, really
she
old.
She works at the school, too.
Great. This is what I need to hear. 220.
I've now been teaching long enough. I'm getting some students who.
You're getting gray.
I am.
You're.
But I'm starting to get some kids who, like, their stepdad is one of my former students, or they went to school with, I went to school with their parents or whatever. Like, it's getting weird.
1st and 10, ball at the 16-yard line.
Moss in at quarterback this time.
Yep, they'll get a couple here.
And it's Isaac Moss, not Isaiah, like I said earlier. That's why I just call him Moss. It's James' little brother.
We'll let you slide on that. Again, you're getting older. It's all right.
There's too many kids nowadays, and so when I get the brother and the brother and then the brother, it's like, all right, like the Allen boys. You're an Allen. You are not Connor or Peyton or whatever the other one's name was. Sugg.
He'll get a couple up near the 25-yard line. Clock continuing to run here. And, let's talk about next week. We talked a little bit about Pea Ridge. That's a team that's on the come up. They're a lot better than they were last year. And
have you seen some of his coaching staff?
Yes, I have. I know Bray a little bit, and had a chance to talk to him from time to time. He's a Springdale Harbor guy.
He's bringing in some of his guys.
Oh, yeah.
That he wants to work with there and change the culture.
Sugg close to the first down. They're going to give it to him up to the 28-yard line. Clock will stop momentarily with 1:15. But that's going to be the one thing I always know about Pea Ridge, even going back to the early 2010s, was that's always a physical team.
Yeah.
Downhill running, really physical football team.
Back when you were playing in the Pea Bowl.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
See, I got the new stadium.
We did the last game there.
Halbert.
Yeah, it was 31-0 Prairie Grove. It was 0-0 at halftime.
Yeah. Was that Halbert? Was it his freshman year?
Would have been 20.
No, that was his senior year.
Would have been 2012.
Okay.
Was the last year of the Pea Bowl, where they parked the cars on the sidelines and turned the lights on.
Yep.
Ball's out to the 30-yard line, and 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove going to try and get one or two off here.
Even Notre Dame plays under the lights now, right?
Yes, they did.
Deep pass by Absher. Oh.
Coffrin, and that's going to go incomplete with 27 seconds to go.
That'd have been a booster right there.
But play was open. They ran him right down the seam, and he was open. Just overshot him a little bit.
I wanted to see a little bit more of that tonight in our running game. Not in the obvious pass plays, but in our running game, we didn't do a good job softening up that run defense for Metro. And with Pea Ridge next week, they're going to put everybody in the box and dare us to throw. It's just they're going to be physical, like you said, and it's going to be, I dare you to throw, because we know you don't have Hubs, which he may be back. I don't know his time frame yet, but it's going to be hard.
Tigers going to get one more off here. This will be the last play of the ball game, and it's going to be a sack back at the 25-yard line as the clock hits 0-0.
Ouch.
Final score tonight: Metro Christian 48, Prairie Grove 14. We're going to take a short timeout. Ryan and I are going to come back, wrap it up. You're watching the Prairie Grove Tigers on Southern Sports Network.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Final score tonight: Metro Christian 48, Prairie Grove 14. And Ryan, we have a saying in the 7, which is non-con games don't matter. And I think they do matter a little bit, but this is a game you can flush. This is an opponent you're not going to see again. And, you're getting ready for a big conference opener next week.
That's right. There's no bragging rights here with the guys from right down the road or even not your conference, but right down the road. We have some of those non-con games. This one, get rid of, learn. You got plenty of film. Get in the playbook. Get in the film room. You got it on your phones now. Watch yourself. Watch how you can improve. Let's see some of these seniors step up, take control of the team. Let's watch some of these juniors step up and realize they're a big part now. They're not sophomores anymore. Next week, you start playing conference. That's when those guys really got to step up. And for the sophomores that got a little PT time, hey, you're one little nick away from being a really important part. You better be ready.
Pre-game show starts at 6:30 next week here on SSN. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Lynn will be back to give you all the give 'em six and hey-heys you can handle. For our entire SSN crew, for Ryan Cook, it's been our pleasure. Final score tonight, Metro Christian 48, Prairie Grove 14. We will talk to you next week from Prairie Grove.